Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to another watch party. It's Monday night of the Chili Bowl Nationals, one of my favorite motorsports events of the year. This has been crazy. We've already had heat races. We've got down to our top 40 for qualifiers. We've done Race of Champions hot laps and qualifying. Christopher Bell set the fast lap in qualifying in the Race of Champions upcoming later tonight. But we're rolling for C feature number one right now. I'll put a poll up in the chat here in a second for you guys to vote on who wins tonight's qualifier night Monday for the Chili Bowl Nationals. Let me get that poll started. I'll put all four of the favorites. All right, and then put in Kyle Larson, who had a good hung money moment. If you guys were watching, that was absolutely freaking hilarious. He almost choked it away. Somehow kept the car running and cars behind him wrecked, so he had to maintain his spot. So he's getting absolutely blessed again this year. McIntosh. And we're underway. C main number one. Adler looking low. Not going to be able to make it happen. To the outside. Circling the wagons. I think that's Morton. Oh, big wheel stand out of the 25 of Baxter. Top four will advance to the B main number one after this. A 15 lap race. 12 lap race. We got 10 laps to go. Adler still holding on to the lead. Morton working the cushion up on the top side in third, still in a transfer spot. Van Zant holding the final transfer spot in fourth. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of a challenge here. No, it's Van Zant back to fifth, so he's the first man out. These guys are racing for guys that don't qualify out of the C main are going to be buried in P and Q mains come Saturday morning. Not what you want. This is some big time moments here in the Chili Bowl for these guys. Their entire weekend on the line. And now we got 3-car battle for fifth. Still one spot short of the transfer. Adler still leading. Baxter, Morton, Smith, your top four. Oh, big bomb to the bottom. Can he make it happen? He's going to wrap the berm. Smith up into the fifth position. Oh, big bomb to the bottom. Wraps the berm again. Oh! France up into the... We're getting deep into some lap traffic here. Andler, he's going to have a battle for the lead. Here it comes to the outside. Loses the lead. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, Adler. Oh, no. Does he stole it? Oh, my goodness. That was after the checkered, but geez, man. He just absolutely destroyed that tail tank, dude. Holy cow. Massive dent. Massive dent. Those are some sick wheel covers. Oh, yeah. I was going to finish this poll. Put the favorites on the poll. Let me know who you guys think takes Monday night prelim night win here. Top two will advance straight to the aim. Oh, yeah. He absolutely tagged that tail tank. I'm surprised it didn't go over right there. That's crazy. Oh, man. He had to have broke something on the rear end of that car. There's no way. He hit that tail tank a ton. They're going to tow that car back to the work area. Going to be in a Q or a P main. Or an O main, maybe, potentially, come Saturday morning. Or they'll pack it up and go home. I don't know. It just depends how much soup you want to try and eat. Oh, man. Your highest point scores so far through the qualifiers are Cameron Key and Cannon McIntosh. They're both tied at 125. The average, I think, was 225 for front row. 225.6, I believe, was for front row. So essentially, just got to get 100 points, and that would basically hit the average. All right, B main number 2 is getting pushed out onto the track, or C main number 2, excuse me, getting pushed out on the track now. I'm excited for the race of champions tonight. I think it's going to be a freaking awesome race, man. Got 24 drivers on deck for that one. I don't know how many laps it's going to be. Traditionally, it's been 30, so we'll see if maybe they extend it to like 40. That'd be sick. Dang, he ended up in a C, man. I thought he was gonna. I thought he scored enough points. 72. Oh no, it makes sense because never mind. I'm dumb. So after the qualifiers, that'll set our B fill because only the top 16 will get locked in after qualifiers, which means that'll put 24 into B mains. So they'll split it 12 and 12, add 4 from each of the C's to hit you into the 16 car fields for the B mains. I think those top 2 will advance for sure. We had a high average this year compared to what it's normally been. We're 72 points, which traditionally was enough to advance to a qualifier. Wasn't enough this year. We had high scores in qualifiers. Fourteen cars in this race. 12 lap C feature. Top 4 advance. Pace truck is off of the racing surface. We're rolling through turns 3 and 4 now. And we're green flag. Can Hoover get the wagon circled on the top side? It looks like he missed it in the center. Drove up the berm a little bit there. The cushion. Still up in the cushion. Oh, wheel stands. I just don't think the top's worked in yet. Nobody's really been able to make anything happen up there. Let's see. Some of the nights last year had some interesting tracks, and I feel like tonight's track is not as racy as I feel like it's going to be later in the week. It's really bottom dominant right now, and it's really easy to jump that cushion up at the top. You kind of got to straddle right underneath it. Battle for the transfers heating up. There's about 5 of them in contention here. Collins is currently on the outside looking in. Blummer holding on to that spot in the 68. Oh, big move to the outside. Can he get the momentum rolling? Looks like he's going to move up into 5th as Collins going to lose 2 spots. Battle for the transfer is heating up. We got 3, 4. Oh, big move to the bottom. Wheel contact. We had a caution at the halfway point. It's like the 92 car. That's a rough chili bowl. He was the one that brought in the caution in one of the heat races earlier because he ended up having his all the oil just came flying out of the car. So I don't know if it was a hose line or if they didn't get the bolt tight on the oil pan. Could have been anything. It was just pouring out of that car. Went right on the headers, big white smoke clouds. It was pretty wild. Looks like he's good. They're gonna give him a push. Maybe he just had some issue. I don't know what his issue was. Oh no, they're towing him off. Putting it on the hook. Oh no. His shifter broke. He's stuck in gear, so he can't get it in neutral to get the push off. That's why they're towing it from the back. God, what a rough chili bowl for this guy, dude. Breaks his shifter. He ends up breaking an oil line. Oh my goodness, man. Well, we'll see him in a Q main come Saturday morning. Gonna be eating some soup. All right, we're going back green. Benson, Hoover, Mabe, and Blummer, your top 4 transfers out of the C main number 2. See if there's a challenge from behind here. Johnson and White were showing a little bit of pace up on the bottom there. Hoover's still trying to work the outside. Got a big run down the front stretch. Going to go back to the outside. No block. Blummer's going to lose a position to Johnson for the transfer. Oh, Blummer with a big bomb back to the bottom. Gets on the burn. Makes contact. Save it. Oh, big contact. 2 cars. Oh, that broke Johnson. That was the transfer battle right there. He tried to throttle out. He just had too much wheel into it when he throttled out, and that thing just went around on him. And then Blummer climbs up top of him. It looks like the left front on the 56 of Johnson car is absolutely freaking TKO, dude. Thing's twisted up like a pretzel. Oh, man. The 57 also stalls up at the top. Looks like Larson's leading the poll as it stands. He is currently at 100% of the votes. So that'll be that. Everybody's consensus Larson, I guess. They're getting Blummer back on his wheels here. Johnson's car's destroyed. That thing is absolutely TKO'd. Front end's all bent up. His left front tire was basically laying flat on the ground. Oh yeah, Blummer climbs the berm on the bottom, tags the back of Johnson. Johnson was trying to throttle out, had too much wheel applied, and goes right around. And then Blummer just climbs right on top of him, nowhere to go. And all the guys at the transfer all just wrecked. So now that's going to move the transfer to somebody else, which looks like you don't want to be in that spot because they're just going to have bad luck. As they're putting the 56 of Johnson on the hook, obviously that car is destroyed. We'll see him in a Q main on Saturday morning. Yeah, that car is bananaed. Looks like the trailing arm on the front side on that left front is completely got a hook in it. Looks like one of those candy canes. Oh, we got contact under yellow. What the hell is going on? They're going to push Blummer on. He's going to continue. Didn't look like a lot of visible damage. Ish. Oh, man. I'll turn the broadcast audio on.
They are not moving that thing very
Give you some
far up
ambient
the
sound.
straightaway. Rules of the cone, you can't hit the cone, you can't drive underneath the cone, although I don't necessarily see how you would.
I don't think I could. Well, obviously I can't show it, but I can at least maybe play the volume. I don't think.
Before the cone, that's generally thought of the front wheels of your car up to the rear wheels of the car in front of you. So, and that has already played.
Seen it, yeah.
With Briggs Danner here in that heat race.
Did notice that we don't have Terry Maddox on the flags tonight.
Possible basketball game tonight?
Yeah.
Might have a ball game.
Yeah. Talon Turner taking over the curtains.
Oh, Blummer's gonna pull it to the infield.
Bloomer, who was on the hook, now into the infield. As the lights go out around the speed.
So our top three stay the same: Benson, Hoover, Mabe. Johnson's out. White will be in the fourth position in that transfer spot.
Benson was under fire from Hoover on the last restart. Boy, a little crossed up coming out of turn number 2. Hoover makes the big run on him down the back straightaway.
Big wheel stand out of Hoover. Chasing down Benson for the lead. Still trying to work the top up against the cushion. We're side by side for third. White's going to move it past Mabe. Give him a little bit of a cushion to that transfer spot, the cut line. As Hoover is still trying to circle the wagons up top. He's going to get a massive run here. Benson's going to cut him off. He's going to go back to the top. Benson back to the bottom. Get another massive run. He's going to have to lift. No space to the outside down the straightaway. 1 lap to go. Hoover's going to have to make something happen here. Circles the wagons. It's a big move up on the outside of Benson. Side by side. Wheel stand. Drag race to the line. I think it was Hoover. I think he got him by an inch. Wow. I can't believe he made it happen on the top side there. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to make that happen. Unbelievable. Benson probably should have moved the lane up sooner, but he just stayed committed to the bottom. Damn. What a finish. That's just to get into a B main. Just start in the back of a B main on a prelim night.
Instant replay, and if you ever wondered what .040 looks like, there it is.
.040 was the distance. Damn. The interval. Wild finish.
Well, that'll do it at least for the time being. Oh yeah, qualifiers get ready to start coming down. Take a timeout before then. Timeout in the broadcast. Qualifiers next here on our coverage of the 40th annual Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink here on Flow Racing.
And we are on a commercial break. All right, looks like Kyle Larson still holds 100% of the vote.
What's up, guys? We're here at the trade show at the Expo Center at the Flow Racing booth. And
I don't know. Larson running his own equipment, he doesn't look as dominant as he did last year. But then again, last year, if you remember, he started the A feature on Monday night in like 6th or 7th position. And he wasn't fast until the end. And then he turned up and got to the lead late in that race. So I don't know how it's going to play out. Shane Golobic looks really good. Cameron Key looks really good. Obviously, Cannon McIntosh looks really good. Tanner Carrick looks really good. He's going to have some tough competition.
There's no reason why anybody will want to run anything else than this 5-star sprinter.
I picked Larson and McIntosh on last Tuesday's podcast. I still think McIntosh is going to be a 1-2 guy. I think he's going to lock in today. Can't drive Cannon McIntosh. But I think Shane Golobic might just win it tonight. Briggs Danner's going to be tough to beat. He pulled a 1:18 in qualifying, so he's only in the heat race. So he's 7 points off of McIntosh and Key, who hold a pretty good advantage here. Andriotti, he had a fantastic, what was it, 7-1 or 6-1, or no, 7-2 with 123 points in his heat race, which was absolutely freaking unreal. That was the same one Larson was saying. He started behind Larson and still finished better than Larson. But Larson qualifying for the Race of Champions didn't look fast either. He missed the invert, so I don't know.
Impact Race Gear is your source for custom race.
Chili Bowl,
You will see the same things that hundreds of racetracks, teams, organizations, and manufacturers have already discovered.
We'll be here streaming this all week long.
We simply can't be beat.
Probably one of the best weeks of the year. Motorsports Rise, Chili Bowl Nationals, 6 nights of racing, 7 days on track. Because we had practice yesterday, which was absolutely entertaining. At least 10, 12, 14 cars went flipping. Bernal, if you remember him from last year, finished 2nd in the Thursday prelim night, ended up finishing 4th in last year's Chili Bowl. He had a little incident yesterday, tore that car up. And then it's the same car Golobic is running in the Race of Champions tonight, because they didn't want to run his primary to cause any collisions or wrecks. And guess what he does in qualifying? He ends up running right into Ricky Thornton Jr. Ends up destroying the front end of that race car. Oh man, it was funny.
Fans, Burdick's RV Center is your full-line Renegade RV dealer in the Northeast. Travel to and from your destination in extreme luxury.
Now, those are some nice-ass freaking RVs right there, man.
Choose a new Renegade Explorer or the incredible Renegade Classic, while the new Renegade XL.
They're not even RVs. They're like basically a race hauler. Like it's like a. I mean, you can do whatever you want with that. That's crazy.
At Burdick's RV Center in Cicero, New York, or Burdick'sRVCenter.com.
Welcome back to the Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink. Here with the winner of C Feature number 2, Emilio Hoover. Emilio, you were committed to the top. Finally, we were able to make it work on that last lap. What was the difference to make that pass to get the C Feature win?
Oh, I mean, mostly it's just the bottom just kept going away. I watched him; he was drifting up higher and higher, coming up the corner, and the top just kept feeling better. So I just ripped it harder and harder, and managed to find a way past.
All right, keep ripping it, man. Good luck in that B.
All right, thank you very much.
There you go, Emilio Hoover, going to come from the back of a B feature. Guys, we've got qualifiers rolling out on the racetrack.
Yes, sir, Chris Moore.
All right, qualifier time. The fast guys of the day, the top 40. We're going to have 4 10-driver, 10-lap qualifiers. Get your Wikipedia ready because we got to figure out what these points are going to be. Big notables here in race 1. Zorn has 115. McIntosh is going from 6. He hit the invert 6-1 would be probably front row. McIntosh goes 6-1. He's starting front row. There's no doubt about it. Got to watch here is Cannon McIntosh.
Top spot, but a lot of talent in and around him.
Also Zorn, if he goes 5-1. He'll have a chance. Larson's starting 3rd, so the best he could do is 3-1. That's still not. I don't know. McIntosh can literally secure the front row for the main tonight if he can get to that top spot. 10 laps. He's got to get by some tough competition. We're 3 wide. McIntosh trying to thread the needle down the back straightaway. Not going to make it happen. Larson gets checked up on the bottom. Cannon McIntosh still looking at 3 wide. He's going to... Oh, Larson, big contact. Marcham holding on to the lead from the outside. Harris to the bottom. Larson to the top. Larson nowhere to go, still by Marcham. Here comes McIntosh. Larson gonna 3 wide split the middle. Oh, man. He's gonna send it way to the bottom, grab the berm. McIntosh to the outside, looking for 3rd. Larson looking to the bottom on Marcham for the lead. McIntosh up to P3. Larson still to the bottom of McIntosh. Marcham's gonna take it to the top. Larson's gonna stay at the bottom. McIntosh working the outside behind them, chasing with 6 laps to go. Larson's going to go back to the bottom. He's going to have to throw a bomb. He does throw a bomb. Marcham makes a mistake up on the cushion. Larson to the lead. McIntosh looking for the 2nd spot now. Marcham trying to throw a bomb back. Not going to make it happen. McIntosh, big run. He throws a bomb on Marcham for 2nd. He's almost side by side here with Larson. Wheel stands off the corner. Larson 1, McIntosh 2. Battle for the front row. Basically, if McIntosh can secure this, he's going to have a front row start in the A feature tonight. Larson's pulling a big lead now. He's got it working on the top side. McIntosh can't drive McIntosh. Can't put anything together here. 3 laps to go, and it's probably an 8-car length lead now for Larson. 2 laps to go, and I don't think anybody's got anything for Larson. Larson, big points. Larson's going to grab 110. McIntosh going to grab 113. That'll put McIntosh at, what, 228? That's well above the average. Oh.
110 points for young money Kyle Larson here in qualifier number 1. Put him at 211 after his heat race scored 101 points.
6-2 for McIntosh is worth 113. So McIntosh still outscores Larson and has put together 2 really good runs. It's going to be hard to envision somebody eclipsing Cannon for high point here.
Yeah, I think McIntosh, I think he's pretty much secured pole.
Did what he had to do.
At worst, front row. I mean, who's going to score more points than that? That's 138 points for McIntosh, dude. That's, or 238. That's insanity. Yeah, 231 was last year's lock-in. Holy shit.
Obviously, we've trended up on the numbers a little bit this year as far
McIntosh is going to be on front row, boys.
a really good score.
Larson with the 110 plus 101, that puts him at 211. Yeah, that's not even close.
Should be Tanner still have a shot.
Yeah.
It would be Andriotti.
Or sorry,
at
yes,
123.
Yep. Andriotti at 123 would still have a shot at the pole.
If he went 6-1,
yeah, Cameron Key and Andriotti would have be the other one.
So we'll see how it plays out. I don't think any of your guys, like from 7th back, even if they did do it, would it be able to add enough considering how far those guys were back to start?
Yeah, so I think the front row, it's going to be McIntosh for sure. Now it's just a matter of Danner at 118, Andriotti at 123.
Timing and scoring
and Key at 125 as well.
_on Twitter.
I don't know where they start exactly in their qualifiers. I have to look that up because that's going to determine how many spots they can gain, how many points they can actually attain. I think McIntosh has got the pole secured, guys. That was an incredible. He went 6-1 in his heat, and then he went 6-2 in the qualifier. 238-point boomer, dude. Absolutely dropping bombs on the Chili Bowl Nationals.
The stability feels fine. Just still, I mean, feel like I slide a little bit too much, like down the straightaway to early entry, so which is typical here the last few years. But yeah, we'll just keep working on it. I mean, you get a lot of laps tonight, thankfully, being a race champion. So we'll get you know, that race in and see where we shake out. And I would assume starting the front, you know, 3 rows at least. So
I don't know, Kyle. I don't know.
But you know, hopefully we can get it done.
Kyle Larson having a lot of confidence after that qualifier win, guys.
Clinton, what does he mean by sliding on the front straightaway?
Yeah, so right as when you go to rotate your car into the corner, you want to feel that right rear underneath you so you can.
All right, qualifier number 2. We have Boxel, Sewell, Pickett. Carrick is in this one. Golobic and Cameron. Okay, Cameron Key. He's tied with McIntosh. If he can go 6-1, he will be your front row man. He will be your pole sitter. But he's got Carrick and Golobic in front of him. That's going to be tough. Drake Edwards is going to be a dark horse starting 7 if he can make a run. Oof.
You're not on the gas a ton during the straightaways here, especially as the track slicks off, Clinton. So it's a lack of forward drive on the straightaway in simple terms.
Maybe a little bit. I feel like it's just the sensation of feeling where your right rear is at all.
Cameron Key, man. Can you imagine if he goes 6-1 and locks the pole up, steals it from freaking McIntosh? Would be freaking wild, bro.
You know how hard you can attack it. So, yeah, he just wants to be, more in control of his car and not have that brief moment of the car sliding, like it would feel on ice on a highway or something.
It's all off of how lucky your pill draw is, dude. I'm telling you, man. That's how it all begins. All off of a damn pill draw. And then we had a real slow start there. Real slow start. Oh, big slider. Wasn't going to work. Now he's going to try and throw a bomb back to the bottom. He's going to stay above the berm for the lead. Oh, is Carrick to the outside? Golobic right to the inside of him. That's your top 4 behind Boxel and Sewell. Sewell to the bottom. Boxel still leading up on the top. Cameron Key still running in 5th on the outside. He's going to shoot to the bottom, try to get underneath Golobic. Not going to make it happen. Carrick has to lift. Almost runs into the back of Sewell. Sewell's going to go to the top and play defensive. Sends Carrick to the bottom. Carrick grabs a lot of berm. Here comes Cameron Key. Cousin Cameron rolling the top. Golobic's going to take over P3 to the inside of Carrick. Golobic going to try to get to the inside of Sewell here. Sewell's going to hang on to it. Golobic has nothing on the bottom. He just absolutely missed his marks. He's going to try and grab right up around the berm there. Carrick is just beating up the cushion on the top. There's just nothing there. Oh, and then Golobic gets up into the fluff, into the cushion. He was able to throttle himself out of that situation. Cameron Key tried to throw a bomb on Carrick. Couldn't make it happen. Golobic going to throw a bomb on Sewell. Is he going to make it happen? Sewell's going to try and cross him over. Golobic gets the P2 spot. Carrick's going to throw a bomb on Sewell now for P3. He's going to do it. Carrick's going to try and circle the wagons on the top. Oh, he absolutely sent it on the top. He found something there. Oh, he's going to wheel stand. He has to lift. Golobic plays defensive. Golobic's going to go to the top, take away it. Cameron Key has not made any ground up. This is going to secure the front or the pole position for McIntosh. Golobic's going to get a good, what, 5-1 or 5-2. That's a good point for Golobic. That's 108 for Golobic. And Golobic was sitting at 115 with 108. 225, 223, 223 for Golobic.
Carrick 4-3.
That would put Golobic and McIntosh on the front row.
Right now, McIntosh pretty safe for a front row start.
Oh, he's extremely safe. The only one I could see would be Andriotti or Danner. Would be the only two with enough points I could see taking it from him. I'm looking at the points here.
Direction in turn number 4. They'll have to clear that before we get to qualifier 3.
Yeah, it's with Cameron Key not making up any ground there.
Bottom work, you can make the top work. It look like racetrack.
Yeah, it's Andriotti or it's Danner. Those would be the only two that could challenge Golobic or McIntosh for front row.
Cameron to have a shot at maybe getting 1 or 2 more positions, but the pace, job well done for Jacob Boxel too, to have the car speed, the control.
Nobody was ever really that great in behind him in second. You saw Golobic get too tight up on the cushion. You saw Sewell just not able
lose
to
my
produce
voice a
the
little bit here,
forward
guys.
drive, and then Carrick had
Went to a
opportunity,
voice
but
name
could
basketball
never get
game
free
this
of racing
weekend
the
and
guys in front
lost
of
my
him
voice a
with
little
down good
bit.
laps, so.
tricky racetrack with how slick it is underneath that cushion. But in the same sense, the parts of the racetrack that do have moisture are really gripped up. So it really wants to grab your right rear and get you tight. And I think that's where, you know, a guy like Kyle fights that balance, is where the slick parts, he's too free, but probably
Also, the new
extra
playoff
parts is
format
almost
for
a little too
NASCAR
tight,
came
and that
out
quick
today.
transition from
They're going
slick
back to the
grip
chase. It's no
really
longer the
messes with
playoffs,
front
thank
end of
God.
your race car.
That video I
Well,
made
let's
2
check it
years
out.
ago that has a ton
Chris
of views
Moore,
and still gets
who you
comments
got?
every day. It's
Yeah,
just
thank you,
absolutely
Caleb.
irrelevant video.
Jacob Boxell here, a Chili Bowl rookie. We talked a lot about
We'll talk about it
rookies
more on the
today.
podcast tomorrow, but
Your name didn't
essentially
come
it's going to be
up yet,
16
but
drivers.
now you've changed that.
Only 1
A
point
great start
reset
to the
after
Chili Bowl.
26
How good do you
races,
feel in this
and they're
race
going to
car
take the
right
top
now?
16 in
I feel really
points.
good. Matt's definitely got
No eliminations, no rounds, natural elimination through the playoffs or to the chase.
I needed to do.
I still think it's
needed
too
to
many
win somewhere
drivers.
from the
I
pole.
think
I'm not
12
really
max
sure if
would have
that'll
been my
lock
number.
us
But
in. It'll be very close.
I don't make
but
the
yeah,
rules. I
Matt-
just have to
Matt
watch.
and everybody back there are giving me a really good piece with this link and staying. So
Nobody, yeah, NASCAR
like I
didn't
said,
call
hopefully
me
that
up and
works,
ask for
and
my
we'll be in
opinion,
front of the beat.
obviously.
What kind of expectation do you have for the rest of your night?
Yeah, definitely for being a rookie, I'd like to get it locked in and stuff. So that was our goal here. So winning the qualifier was pretty cool too. So I just had to do what I needed to do there.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
There you go. One of the rookies, guys. We didn't mention him too much, but he's changing that here after a qualifier win.
Boxels look good tonight.
Yeah.
Been a good run for him. Here comes qualifier 3.
All right. Qualifier 3.
And Justin Peck
Got Andreotti in third. If he can go 6-1, or in the third row, if he goes 6-1, he will be on the pole. Dylan Welsh is sitting there in row 3. He's got a 115 score. He won his heat race on a 4-1 or a 5-1. 3-1.
There's a qualifier that doesn't necessarily have the juggernauts in it. This is the one for sure.
And at the same time, a lot of fast drivers.
Yeah, that was a big one. Dylan Welsh, man, he has a chance here to pull up a couple front, or one of the top 2 or 3 rows.
Welch shot to the high side quickly there.
Guys, I don't think Andreotti's car's running.
Andreotti's not running, dude. I just saw him completely fade. He's got no power.
Well, we've got one in the wall. It's Matt Lux. We stayed green as he keeps his foot in it.
That sucks, man. Cannon McIntosh will be your front row pole starter tonight. Dylan Welsh. He's still, oh my God, big wheel stand out of Dylan Welsh. So you got Peck and Coons Jr. As Roush and Coons Jr. battling for P2. Looks like Coons is going to hold on to that position in second. He's still ripping the top up against the cushion. Welsh is still on the cushion. He's digging. Joe B. Miller. If you guys remember, Joe B. Miller was one of the guys that made a soup run last year. It was impressive to watch. It was super fun. I think he went through like 4 or 5 different soups last year. He's trying to push himself further. Doesn't want to have to do that again this year. Dylan Welsh on the outside is not finding any speed. Oh, he found a little something there. Gets a massive run. Gets to the outside. This is for P3. Can he hold it? Oh, wheel stance. He gets it up to P3. Dylan Welsh. That's going to set him up nicely for this A main. And puts him at a 96 plus his 115. That's going to be probably a top 3 rows.
Joe B gets this spot too. He's putting together a decent run. Not maybe an A-main making run, but something that's getting him closer. As 2 flags up in the air. We'll see the white flag the next time by on this 10-lap qualifier.
Oh, as Joe B. Miller's trying to get around Roush here. Circles the wagons, gets the power down, and he takes it. P4 for Joe B. Miller. Yep, Justin Peck's going to take the win. Coons Jr. P2, Welsh P3, and then Joe B. Miller did secure that P4. What was Peck at before? That's 105. Got 105 plus 99 is pretty good. Not as good as Welsh, though. 96 with 115. What is that? 211? So he's got the same amount as Larson.
And then maximizes his points here, so outscores the other 9 drivers in qualifier 3.
That's gonna probably put Larson
and forward he goes.
Top row. Well, one more qualifier to go.
One to go, guys. Then qualifiers are done for the night.
This will be the Briggs Danner qualifier.
Which is your first massive measuring stick of the week. Chance of the best to go up against each other and see where they sit, at least as far as car speed goes, heading into later in the week performances. You said it was a preview of the Saturday main event, probably about as close to it as you're going to get. Just shuffle a couple of positions here or there, and that's the idea behind it. Is we'll check in. Earl Hoon Jr. has got Justin Peck.
Got Justin Peck up here, guys. Is tonight the night we crack open a couple Miller Lights here in Victory Lane?
You know, I hope so. We really didn't start out that great yesterday or today. I mean, just seems like I'm fighting a little tightness down the straightaway. Like it just feels like I'm over pushing and can't really rotate in like I need to. So made quite a few significant changes there. Seemed to help out, but just overall, like
Pushing down the straightaway.
But,
Crazy, dude. That is crazy to even think that is a possibility.
Really like working with him. It seems
I can't say much. Justin Peck's a hell of a sprint car driver.
So you know, shout out to him for you know, turning some wrenches and
But pushing down the straightaway, how the hell do you fix that, dude? That's crazy.
Came on board for this week on the whole on my car, and then you know, we've got Dry D and Arelodyne also on the rest of the petty performance cars. So you know, happy to pick up that qualifier win, which we needed to do. Try to make this thing a little better for the future.
Justin Peck is going to go to work here with his crew and see what final adjustments they have to make.
My apologies. Peck was in the heat race with Welch, who had gotten out Rabbit and couldn't run him down in that one. But it's been a good night for Justin so far.
All right, this will have Gary Taylor in it, looks like. Briggs Danner, obviously. Briggs Danner's got a chance to move up to that front row. He's at 118, so he has to score 105 points to tie Golobic.
One more opportunity to see. I think Briggs Danner has the best shot here. She took a look at your qualifier 4 lineup. Gage Weldon and Sam Hines on the front.
Once this qualifier is done, I'll pull up Wikipedia, and we'll see what the starting lineup looks like for the A main. There'll be 16 locked in, and then you'll advance 4 out of each of the B mains, which will get the B main lineups as well, the lower scoring qualifiers.
6-1 would do it.
25 to the score.
Quick
243.
That would do it. That would be the poll.
However, Cannon's pretty well locked into row 1, so we will see McIntosh up front.
So now it's Danner versus Golobic, basically. Golobic has it secured, but 105 is what Briggs Danner needs here. 105 points to tie Golobic. He needs 100. Well, he can't get 106, but you know what I mean. If he gets more than 105, he will secure that front row behind McIntosh. If he could score even more, though, he's in a position where he can score up to 243, which will put him pole sitter over McIntosh. But that's with a win. That's a 6-1.
211.
I don't know if that's possible.
McIntosh, Golobic, Larson, top 3 right now.
He's in the Alex Bothman racing machine, so you know those cars are fast.
Qualifier number 4, Hoffman did get the start he wanted to, protected the bottom in 3 and 4, but has second.
Briggs Danner's on the bottom. He's got nowhere to go. He's gonna get by Gary Taylor. He's up to 5th. Hoffman gonna take over P2 over Norbury. Briggs Danner up to P4. He's got 8 laps to get these 3 guys. I don't know if he can do it. Oh, he's going to, because Hoffman makes a mistake. Norbury into him. He's up to P2 now. Briggs Danner gonna try and make a run at the pole. He was Mr. Hero last year in Monday A's qualifier. He was the leader. He threw a bomb on Golobic and then ended up absolutely going on a tumble and destroyed his race car. But he led that thing for about 1 second.
See if we can get a shot
Really threw it away.
Kind of maybe bent out to the left outside of the nerf bar.
I picked Briggs Danner. If you guys remember, I picked him as my dark horse prelim winner on last Tuesday. And it's looking pretty good now that Nick Hoffman makes the mistake, and that took out 2nd and 3rd right in front of Danner. So now Danner just has to get by 1 guy.
It might even be torn down there where it's kinked at.
and he will be
Let's take a look.
on
We got a
the
K1
pole.
race gear instant replay.
Oh, yeah, Hoffman just completely overcooked it.
That right rear
He got way too far up the berm, and when he went to put the gas down, the thing just sucked right around. And Norbury had nowhere to go. It was falling right in his tire tracks up on the
Norbury is
outside.
77. That is the younger Norbury. His dad is Bugs. And that's Bugs is the guy behind Coyote Race Cars who we saw so much at the Tulsa Shootout for the Micro World. So,
Man, Briggs, Danner, Cannon, McIntosh front row for this freaking A main is going to be wild. Oh, they put Hoffman back at P2? I guess, yeah, he did get the card to stay running. Still, seems a little ridiculous. Danner to the bottom of Hoffman. He's going to try and get him off the corner. He does. Goes to the top side. Can he get to Weldon? Currently, I think right now where he's running with the 6-2, I think that's going to put him on the front row. Now he's just going to be trying to race for the pole.
6-2 is worth 113.
113 plus 118, that'd be 231. He's got to get by Weldon for the pole. This is for the pole. He's got to get him. Oh, he made a mistake. Jumped the cushion. He's going to go down to the bottom, right up against the berm. Maybe a tire length off the berm. Weldon's going to use the top side here. He's going to play defensive. Got about a 4-car length lead off the corner, down the back straightaway. Danner's going to send it deep down on the bottom. Weldon, as long as he don't make a mistake, this is his race.
Here in the arena, he is slamming it out with Taylor and has the nose ahead as we come in to just 3 to go.
Yeah, doesn't do a whole lot of racing anymore either. So when he gets in this building, it's a learning curve to get back on the throttle.
Berryhill holding off Gary Taylor. That's for 4th.
As the 2-to-go signal was shown around for Gage Weldon, who's still holding on over Briggs Danners. You watch this battle between Berryhill and Taylor. And
Taylor's going to try and make the pass here. Berryhill throttles up, almost puts it in the wall. Woo! Weldon's going to win. Briggs Standard's going to go P2. That's going to put him on the front row. Yep, it'll be McIntosh and Danner on the front row.
You look at your unofficial results, 100 points for Weldon, 113.
This is going to be a hell of a main event.
Solidify that front row.
One hell of a main event.
Not a lot of gainers from third on back.
Berryhill, the really only guy of note coming from 8th, and he had 4th there. Every time that he left the bottom, though, GT got back by him, so he'll watch the Flow Racing replay, maybe kick himself in the shirt and say, what are you doing? Stay low. Would have been fine. Well, guys, as you know, it is...
I think next is Race of Champions.
Coming up here very shortly, and we encourage you all, if you're not going to tune in on the TV, to go there and watch it live. Yes, sir, it is the Daytona 500 coming up again here soon. It is the Great American Race returning Sunday, February the 15th. The pageantry, the unforgettable moments, edge of your seat racing, all part of the legendary Daytona 500. Be there as history is made, a new champion is crowned.
It's just the Daytona 500, nothing special.
Tickets and packages are available now
It's just NASCAR.
Speedway.com or by calling 1-800-PIT-SHOP. That's PIT, P-I-T, SHOP, S-H-O-P, 1-800-PIT-SHOP. Don't miss your chance to be a part of it.
We are under commercial break. Oh, we're on board with Bell. This was last year's Thursday prelim night, the final few laps. This is Bernal and Thorson and
breakdowns are costly.
Bell were battling for the win. That was a great race last year on Thursday.
Easily cost thousands.
It was like almost a $6,000 job.
But with endurance, you could never
Danica
pay out of
Patrick
pocket
commercial.
for a costly
Incoming.
repair again. Plus, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
I've had 5 claims for over $12,000.
Who's going to pay
Larson's
for
still
your
leading the
next
poll
car
at
repair?
100%.
You or endurance?
Call right now to get $300 off any plan.
I will be closing the poll at the green flag of the main event tonight. So get your votes in, even if you're just passing through on the stream.
stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant, STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a bunch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
40 more seconds left in this ad break. And we're getting another Daytona 500 commercial. Woohoo! Yippity, yippity, yippity! How dumb. They did increase the amount of points for a win in the Cup Series in 2026. All the points are going to remain the same, except for now the winner of races gets way more points. They get like 15 extra points. Like if you win, you get a max of 55 points. They got rid of playoff points. They got rid of stage win point. All that bullshit. I'll have to watch the full video later tonight because I missed the live stream. I was watching Chili Bowl pre-race show instead.
Vehicle breakdowns.
Hey, Danica Patrick commercial again.
Engine light comes on tomorrow. The repair.
Never mind, they cut it off. Come back to the onboard seatbelt. Nope. Back to commercial. God, they're liking their ads here at this Flow Racing, man. It's not like they don't charge enough for the for the membership. Damn. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Race of Champions will be streamed free on YouTube. So if you guys are not got your Flow Racing up, which you should, I don't know why you don't yet, but if you don't have it, you should be able to tune into YouTube to watch the Race of Champions. I believe. I'm like 95% sure on that. They've done it the last few years, streamed it on YouTube. So go check out the Flow Racing YouTube page as well, but do that on a second screen, obviously. Come hang out with your boy as we talk about this awesome racing. God, that cushion is just absolutely muddied up on this commercial break onboard. Just keeps working it just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And still under commercial. This music's actually pretty fire though. It's better than elevator music. Oh, jumps the cushion. I'm not sure who this onboard is of. Somebody in front of him just absolutely ate the cushion right there. Takes it to the bottom. Big slider, damn. It's pretty crazy how they can get right up against that cushion and not overstep it. It's absolutely insane.
Powered by NOS Energy Drink. It's your favorite time. It's his favorite time. Yeah! Pit walk, baby. Let's go.
Oh, God. This is the goofiest shit,
we're
man.
We're going to catch up here with Cooper Miller. We got background music. Oh, it's official, Chris. Buddy, I'm loving the paint scheme of this car, but I'm also loving what you got going on there with the helmet.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a tribute to my son, really. Hunter Schoenberg has a Wynn's casino helmet. His daughter's name is Wynn. He was going to retire it in his daughter's room on the wall, and I figured I'd do the same for my son, Roy. And whenever I'm done using that helmet this weekend, I will retire it on the wall for my son. So
I'm liking it. Christian, you got Beast in here. It's Beast of season. Obviously had a great run, got the feature dub last week at the Tulsa shootout. What's it mean to have him in your corner?
Man, Jonathan's a class act in everything he does. This was
That's a
big
good-looking
project
car,
for
though.
us.
Not
As
gonna
you can
lie.
tell, I'm a huge guy, not the common midget racer size, and yeah, we put our heads together, did a tall halo and long wheelbase and wide body spike chassis, and made it work. It's comfortable.
You know, I have a history of getting in race cars, and right now that race car, that cockpit got a big boy size. Really? So, hold on. We can't go too far. It's only night one. Only night one. Maybe later in the week I'll stop by.
All right, come on. We'll
all right.
Earl, that's the first time you've looked small on camera all week.
Christian, Clint Boyle says in my ears, this is the first time I look small all week on camera sitting next to you. He's such a great guy, isn't he?
He is a great guy. I haven't got to meet him, but I obviously have followed him and know a lot about him. So.
Earl, you're not really missing much.
Earl, tell Christian, don't get tire advice from him.
Yeah, don't let Clinton do your tires, okay? He has a big old history. Chris Moore, who you cut up with?
Hi, Hank.
How are you doing?
Is that your... I was going to say something, but I don't want to get in trouble. Is that how you attract women?
Yeah. Is that what you're going to say, mating call?
Mating call, yes, mating call.
No, we had the faces last year. We got this issue. So
we have Timmy Buckwater ones?
Timmy's on the back.
Ah, okay. No disrespect, but that's, you know, I'm a modified guy.
Well, yeah, but your mouth's closer to Timmy, so you'd be like...
I don't know where we're going with that. I don't know where we're going with that.
What the hell, man?
I know exactly where you should go with that, but you don't want to get fired.
Somewhere else. That's where we're going to go, guys. How about that, though? He read my mind. I didn't know. I didn't know if I'd get in trouble for that, but he took care of it for me.
Yeah. We're not able. Oh, here he comes.
Why not?
Oh, KTJ.
Why?
You didn't have to say that.
Almost was to my pit.
Almost.
Well, this is a pit walk, so you can't hide from us.
No, I can't hide.
I'll follow to your trailer.
I know. I saw you even try to get in a car.
Oh, yeah. Well, Clinton's, yeah.
I had to hold down the front end.
Tough to watch from the couch.
I'm sorry.
All right, you did good.
No, I didn't.
No, guys, we need to make sure KT's not waking up an idiot this week. Make sure he gets his good rest.
Clinton says that Clinton was talking to us. He said that he wants to make sure you're not waking up an idiot this week. You got to get rest. What does that mean?
No guarantees. No guarantees. We'll see what we got on Wednesday.
No guarantees for Clinton either, so you're good.
That happens. It happens. Yeah.
Good luck.
All right.
Have fun.
Get out of here.
Well, that's why he didn't want to talk to us.
Only if you could
Chris Moore clearly did not watch Ventura.
Should we? I didn't know. Should we Big Al or should we skip that? Should we save that for later in the week?
Well, he's already. He heard you. Big Al heard you. He heard us again. Look at him. Just look at him.
Now's a good time to remind everybody we do not.
Those are
have a
some good-looking
7-second
cars right there,
delay.
man.
No, we don't. He's
Earmuffs
already
for
bugged
your
me about
children.
coming down on Thursday, so buckle up.
Oh boy.
I can't believe. See, that feels like we're tempting fate. Just to be honest. Oh, let's.
Jake Andriotti?
What happened?
Wish we knew. Had problems yesterday in practice. They tried to give them some room, but yeah, just been issues that are just gradually getting worse. And
Oh, they're going straight into the ignition.
We're changing the last thing. There is a change right now.
They're rewiring the whole car right now. Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
and that heat race, I'm very happy with how it went, considering the fact that it was not running right at all that whole race. So I think the seas parted right for me out there, so that worked out good. But yeah, Mitch and Wald and Brian Esslinger trying everything we can to get this thing running right. But yeah, it's just been gradually getting worse and worse every time on the track. So kind of scratching our heads on what it can be, and it is what it is, I guess. It's kind of this building my luck for me. The heats I always tend to get through, but the qualifiers something tends to happen. So yeah, wasn't not able to limp it around out there, but was going to.
Yeah, they're rewiring the whole thing. The whole wiring.
We will see.
We wish you the best, Jake.
Yeah, thank you.
They put new connectors on. They ran a whole new ignition cable.
They're going to try and get it back together early.
Ignition wire all the way
Held up
through.
this guy, Shane Stewart. He didn't want to be on camera, but I forced him. I mean, talk about a guy probably in this building has the best business strategy. You own a racetrack and you also sell insurance.
Yes, I do. On both.
Buddy, you come to this event every year. I mean, are you amazed on how I mean, we talked about at the shootout. Here we are with the Chili Bowl, and just how both of these events keep growing and growing year after year.
It's amazing.
This guy's not much of a personality, guys.
The shootout, car count at Chili Bowl is amazing. It just really goes to show what the Hahn family has done for this event, and it just keeps growing and growing. Every year it surpasses numbers, and it's good to see. For my business, for Port City, it's really good to see with all the micros that were here a couple weeks ago. But yeah, exciting to be a part of all this. And obviously, a little bit on the insurance side, but Port City had a great season, and yeah, we're just hanging out, having a good time, and who knows? We're who thinks can win the race champion?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh man, it is a who's who. A lot of drama happening during qualifying.
Wait,
to be honest with you, good.
We know who's starting on the pole of that thing, right? Do you?
I do not know.
Christopher Bell.
Oh, Christopher Bell?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, not to bet against.
yeah, right. That felt like a pretty obvious question to me.
Yeah.
I love the hat. Bench racing since 2024.
Yeah, but so Snow and my buddy, my Snow, we have a little podcast, 2:30 every day at the Kaiser Wheel trailer. We had Ryan Timms and a couple other guys on there today, and every day 2:30 little podcast. It's good.
So it's not like bench warmers, right?
No. Bench racing. That's all we talk about. Bench racing. Talk about barbecue, what you're gonna eat, who's your pick for the night. Obviously, what the drivers have done for the years.
This guy is a personality, that's for sure. I can't say much. This segment usually is more entertaining than this. It's about to put me to sleep, so I don't know what to
jealous,
say.
right? Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
He goes there. I didn't ever win the Knoxville Nationals. He wins that, so. But yeah, no, it's fun.
They got to show some more of the shots of the cars, man. There's some good-looking cars there.
And it's fun. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, always a
It's kind of crazy too how everybody's running the Toyota motors now. Like it felt like
keep having fun and don't do anything.
it was kind of a niche thing there for a while. Now everybody's running them.
Shane Stewart having fun here at the Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by Knox Energy Drink. We gonna make a hard right
I
here.
think we gotta go right.
All right, let's go right. Making it right.
Not to go that way. Although, look what we were hoping for.
Yes.
What we were hoping for.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I don't care about him. He's got the rest of the week.
Making his
debut.
Chili Bowl debut.
Rookie.
It's true. It's complete. No one believes that I have never been at this event before.
Why have you not? Are you that much of a late model snob?
Calm down, all right? I was an owner of the Wild West Shootout forever and ever and ever. I am no longer an owner of the Wild West Shootout. Still huge supporter of the event. Let me be clear. But so as an owner, I had to be on the grounds for the Wild West Shootout. Matt Currow, Chris Kearns, Jason Babiak have taken that all on now. So I thought it would finally be time for me to come to the Expo Center and check this whole Chili Bowl thing out.
Only for 2 days, though.
I actually just changed my flight. I'm going to stay third day.
Damn.
Like, what'd you do to make that happen?
Having so much fun, he said, I'm staying at the Chili Bowl.
No joke, though. You can feel this. I'm a longtime lover of the Chili Bowl. I've just never been able to come. I've been in the building before. I've been here on setup before. I've just never seen competitive laps before. It's awesome. It's everything that I hoped it would be, and everyone's like, it's only Monday, dude. This is actually not really anything yet. So it's been amazing. And Blake's been the best tour guide.
I was gonna say you got a good tour guide here.
Yeah. Wait till he takes his shirt off later.
Yeah. That's after hours, I think. But
there's a guy over there with some jerry beads. I don't know how that worked out.
I will say the first thing I did when I got here was went and found Ricky Thornton and said, "You're giving us a bad name, man."
Nick Hoffman did it too. Did you see that?
I know. These late model guys are disappointing me. So
Chris Moore.
Maybe we'll pick it up as the week progresses.
Caleb's got something for you.
Chris, will you please share with him that the booth says, "Go Bears, we love our job"?
No, I won't. I won't.
That's not
really.
Good. Caleb says the booth says, "Go Bears, we love our job." I'm not that much of a suck up, so I'm not going to say.
I'm a huge Bears fan. Okay, so he's not a Bears fan, though.
No, he's a Seahawks
guy.
guy.
That's what I thought. Listen, these Packer fans right now, for 30 years I've had to eat shit, all right? And I'll just say it on air. These Packer fans can take it for one night. Can we have one night where I'm happy, all right? Just one night.
Bravo. Congratulations on your one night.
Thank you. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Can Rigsby beat Earl in rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, let's make it happen.
All right,
let's make it happen.
This has got to be the lamest damn track pit walk I've seen in a while, man.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, shoot, ready?
They're usually pretty entertaining, but this one sucks.
And now he's 1-0.
That's a tough look for Rigsby right there.
I am on a roll. 2 out of 3? Best out of 3? You're done. He's done. Yep, that's the
That
story
is
of my
1-0,
life.
Earl. That is not 4-2.
We're
very
pit walking.
disappointed. Who is? Quentin. Okay. Boyles gave me a hug when I got here, though, and that really meant a lot to me. Actually, he embraced me.
You don't hug
Did he
us.
smell like
Wow.
Simple Green? No, Clint's a good-looking guy, right? Like somebody said the other day, like we need to get the guy on camera more, right?
The guy pisses me off, okay? Great race car driver, great head wrench, great commentator. All accounts, he's a good golfer, although I think I could beat him. Pickleball, I hear he's good. Like, it's kind of annoying, right? Like, he's got to be bad at something.
Probably late model racing.
Yeah,
Let's put him in a late model and see. Let's see if he's
Apparently, I'm bad
he's
at
bad
tire
at
prepping.
tires. We all know that. I mean, we all know.
That's a low blow.
It's true.
That's a low blow.
Sorry.
Will you get in a late model? Will Clinton run a late model?
He'll run. Oh yeah. If his boss will give him time, that you might have to make that phone call. But
Can we get Simple Green as a sponsor?
I think we'll pick a Lucas Oil race this year, a Flow Racing Night in America event. Let's get Boyles behind the seat.
I'll be
Mark
there.
Richards, are you listening? Rocket House Car. Let's get Clinton in a late model.
Yes.
the bosses in the trailer are yelling at us. So
We gotta go. We're gonna head down to the booth, guys. It's gonna wrap up our first.
Good. Let's
of
get
the
into some damn racing, bro. This is gonna put me to sleep. This is crazy. There we go. Passing points are officially tallied. Our top 16.
Yeah, we caught a lot there.
McIntosh, Danner, Golobic, Larson, Welsh, Coons Jr., Peck, Key, Carrick, Taylor, Boxell, Weldon, Hampton, Hoffman, Miller, Marcham are your top 16. Those are locked into your A main.
For right now, a front row of McIntosh and Danner, Golobic, Larson, Welch, Coons Jr., Peck, Key, Carrick, and GT. That is a killer front 10.
Larson started fourth. He's probably still going
last
to win
guy
from
locked
there.
it in, Trey Marcham. Thankfully for Trey, wasn't super close. A 6-point differential between him and Zorn.
That's
so
incredible. But that's like I think that's the highest Monday cutoff ever since Monday started running at 2019.
What were you predicted at? 181?
178 and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we shattered that.
Yeah, dude.
Blew
This is
by it.
crazy.
Love
point
it.
day.
Well, we've got cars.
I feel like the field wasn't as strong though on Monday as what it's going to be the rest of the week, so it makes sense why the numbers would be so inflated like they are on the points.
Around the high groove, which took some maintenance. Here, all we took a break. So again, this is
Briggs, Danner, and McIntosh on the front row is just not conducive. I feel like both of them, if not at least one of them, is going to fuck that up.
There's your 16 lock-ins and Trey Zorn and John Barner.
Golobic and Larson sitting there in the second row. Those are the guys to beat.
Alex Sewell and Tanner Berryhill going with them. So if you're following along for dirt draft purposes, you're following along for your Chili Bowl.
See if Carrick or Key can make a run through the field too here.
You've got a little idea of what the rest of the night's going to look like, at least as of right now. We're going to take a timeout. Coming up, we have got
Race of Champions is next, boys.
We'll see you guys in just a little bit as you're watching our coverage of the 40th Annual Chili Bowl Nationals powered by NOS Energy Drink here on Flow Racing.
See if C. Bell can win it from the front row. I'm gonna go snag me some water. And while that's going, I will play. I am back. Had to grab some cold water. McIntosh, Danner, Golobic, Larson, your first two rows. Reminder, top two in the A main lock automatically into Chili Bowl A main Saturday and will compete in the pole shuffle for top 10 starting positions. Anybody that finishes third through 8th? Trying trying to think. 5 days, 520. Yeah, top 8 or 5 or 3 through 8, I believe, go straight to B mains on Saturday. And then it would be what, 9 through 13 go to C mains. I guess isn't terrible, but I feel like you want to at least try to, if you can't advance, you want to be in that 5-6 range or even better, you know, for that. Because the B mains on Saturday, the top 7 in each of the 2 B mains lock into the main event. So you essentially want to get to that B main if you can't lock in today. But to win the Chili Bowl, obviously you got to win prelim nights. You got to be top 2 in the prelim nights. You got to put yourself in the full shuffle. You need at least a top 3 row starting position come Saturday, or you're just not really going to have a chance to win it. I mean, we see runs every once in a while come through the field, but they did extend the race from 40 to 55 laps this year. That may be a big difference. We've seen the track really go away in the longer distance races. So maybe they'll do the track work before the C mains, and hopefully it'll last all the way through. But who knows? Who knows what they'll do with the track this year? Track's racier now than it was earlier. Earlier, the track was 1 lane. Now this is a cool ass camera shot off the nose of the car, just freaking riding the berm on the inside. Just grabs it, hooks it, rolls around the corner. Big bomb on Golobic there. It's crazy. Crazy to see some of these onboards, man, on these commercial breaks. Hey, we're back.
Guys, you look at the shot from the outside in and the gigantic golden driller statue that tells you you're in Midtown Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That expo center is impressive. How big that thing is.
Encapsulating this event, the 40th annual Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink here on Flow Racing. I'm Caleb Hart, Clinton Boyles, and Chris Wilner joining me in the booth for night number 1. And guys, it is time. Our biggest chance to preview Saturday night's A main starts now with the Race of Champions, which is loaded up, staged on Raceway, and ready to go with a freshly tilled top side of this racetrack, Clinton.
Yeah, I think we're going to be really good here. We saw the track widen out over the course of those C mains and qualifiers, and I think, you know, we're going to see a similar amount of laps between the cars and the laps here in the Race of Champions, and this thing should get really wide to kind of a gnarly curb again.
I'm curious to see how many laps they run in this Race of Champions.
Into those qualifiers, and yeah, this is going to be really good to see how this track evolves. It's going to give the guys that are racing
24 of the best drivers in the bowl, man.
Of what it's going to be like, because I would think that we'd see a similar rework before that A main.
Chris Wilner, we have
basically a Chili Bowl preview.
Field here for the Race of Champions.
Holy cow, look who it is. It might be Tom.
Inside row number 1. What are you watching for?
And he's gone. And he's back. He is back. And he's gone again.
Guys around him are going to be trying to chase him down.
Yeah, I think Christopher, and he talked about a little bit when he was done with qualifying.
He's getting here at the perfect time, too, if he is actually going to be able to get in here.
He wasn't even that comfortable with it. I'd be curious
for the Race of Champions
to see kind of what he does from the front of this field. But I've got my eyes on drivers like
might be
Kyle
having some
Larson
issues with his
that
Discord.
are in this field that are going to be running here just a little bit later on for a 30-lap feature event, because Kyle, and it seems like he and Paul have had to really start to work on their car a little bit. Clinton wasn't really happy after both the heat race, of course, and also the qualifier. Now you start.
I don't know if you're watching the stream, Tom, but try to jump into the community chat. We can jump into that one
against
instead.
Some competition like this to see where you're at going into the feature event. But to Clinton's point, I think to see this racetrack change and evolve over 25 laps will give us a good idea of what to see later on. But then obviously just to see where some of the other drivers we're gonna have our eyes on later on in the week start to shake up as well, because yes, although this does not count for anything towards Saturday night, at the same time you want to win the Race of Champions and call yourself the best of the best.
This keeps kicking him out when he's
25 laps for
I don't know.
with just the top side of the racetrack rework and not a lot done to the bottom, and I feel like the top
it's kicking him out of that too
here. So this is going to be a really fast-paced, aggressive 25 laps here for these guys to go really get after it, and lap traffic will get super interesting for your leaders, and it's going to be, I'm curious to see if they can make the bottom work.
He keeps trying to join the community chat one as well, guys, and he keeps kicking him out. I don't know what's going on.
Exit is really slick, and turn 2 is getting slick on exit also around the bottom, and there wasn't any work done down there.
Chris Wilner, to your point, 3 drivers are running this race of champion, and will also be running a main event action later on. And the 3 big ones that we think of: Kyle Larson, Shane Golobic, and Cannon McIntosh. Golobic's gonna have a nice upfront starting position. Cannon's got to race in traffic a little bit. I wonder, to his point, he's starting mid-pack. I wonder if he's going to take some notes for this and go, okay, when I'm out there racing amongst lapped cars later on, this is what I felt.
Yeah, I think so. And obviously, there's not a whole lot of risk as far as the fact he's in a different car, right? This isn't his prelim night car, so you can be a little bit of aggressive. But also, to your point, Caleb, I think you see how the track evolves in what we like to call in NASCAR land dirty air, right? And you're back in traffic.
Doubling him up.
And Shane Golobic in row number 2.
Here we go.
Up and underway for the
See Bell and Baston on the front row.
It's a nice start for Bell on the bottom.
Bell's on the bottom. Gets a great run there.
Turn number 3 after lap number 1. Bell leads.
Baston gonna try to look to the bottom, not gonna be able to make it happen. Baston back to the top, Bell to the bottom. CV working the bottom. Golobic working the top. Oh, CV gets a door shot on him by Baston. And now Golobic to the top, up to P2.
Take a look back at Emerson Axum in one of the Swindell cars on the bottom of the racetrack, battling Ryan Timms inside.
22 laps to go. This is a 25 lapper, huh? Corey Day side by side with Michael Pickens, Dason Pursley. Whoa! Big bike off the corner for Corey Day.
Trying to get in through the middle on Pursley. Pursley getting away from him down the back straightaway as Corey switches lines back to the bottom. In front of them, battling for position, you see Kyle Larson.
Larson working the bottom on Thorson.
Around with Tanner Thorson for the spot. Thorson in 7th, Larson in 8th. Nice high-low battle between the two.
I like the look of the Thorson car. That's a clean looking car. It's not even like it's simple, but it's clean. Bell's still leading over Golobic. I thought Golobic would have something for him here. CV still rolling up on the outside. Baston with a big wheel stand. CV got to try to make something happen here. 17 to go. Corey Day. Corey Day just wrecked. Oh, he fucked that car up. Holy shit.
Cushion got up on the bike, it settled down, and then pogo's right back up and started to cartwheel in front of us, bringing out the first caution.
Now, guys, the booth is the official arbiter of this one, but how about...
Oh, yeah, that car's bananaed. He didn't bread the frame rails, he just broke the front end.
Into the race of champions?
This will be borderline. He didn't even get inverted at all. It was more of just a cartwheel, although we will count it as our second flip of the day, or of the Chili Bowl.
We got one earlier?
No, I think of the Chili Bowl starting yesterday. Here's a look. I don't know if this...
He did not get fully inverted on that one, but again, we'll let the booth be the arbiter.
Oh, he absolutely biked it. And then he punctured the oil pan. See all the oil come off the bottom of that car?
Safety crews on hand,
No,
picking up
doesn't.
the front end of it and hauling it off.
Doesn't look like it. That car is absolutely
He had a
pancake.
disappointing Chili Bowl last year. I know he and Willie Kane and the West Coast Swing threw a lot of things at this car, trying to get it dialed back in, to get back in this building and get back to where he was a couple of years ago as a prelim winner, but that is not what you want to see. Not even a chance to really get a feel 25 laps into a feature event, Caleb, for Corey.
Yeah, for a team that needed to gain a little bit. Day will haul off early, running top 10 at the time. In fact, he was exactly 10th.
Well,
in, and
top
he will
runners right now. Bell, Golobic, Baston, CV, and McIntosh, top 5.
Bell, Golobic, Baston,
Oh, no, that is not McIntosh. It's Tim's. Tim's usually in the 67 car. I don't know why he's 71 this year.
Yeah, Michael started 5th. Michael Pickett.
And we're green. Bell gets a massive jump up on the outside. Baston's going to try and throw a bomb here on Golobic. To the inside, Golobic bike or wheel stands off the corner. He's going to hold on to P2. Can he run down Bell? Axum trying to get to the bottom here of Tim's. Axum's going to get to P5. Maybe. Oh, big run off the top. Oh, Tim's just jumps the curb. Jumps the cushion. Big bomb by Tim's back to the bottom of Axum. This is a battle for P5. Axum down to the bottom, just right off the berm. Tries to pull a bomb. Can't make it happen. Here comes Thorson now. Thorson's going to send a bomb to the bottom of Axum. And crossover. Big wheel stand by Tanner Thorson. Here comes Larson now to the top. Oh, Thorson. Axum almost gave him no room up on the outside there. He had to lift. Pickens tries to throw a bomb on Larson. Almost makes it happen. Down to the inside. Here comes Axum back at Thorson. Thorson, he's going to take it to the bottom. Take away the line for Thorson. He misses the bottom. Thorson throws a bomb. He's going to clear him. Here comes Larson. 3 wide on the bottom. Pickens to the inside. Oh, Larson all up on the berm. Can't get the power down. As now CV is battling for P2 with Golobic with 10 to go. Oh, Sammy swing down for the Bell. Bell makes contact. Oh. He's still trying to work the top. I don't know if he's going to be able to get by these guys. Because now here comes Golobic and CV. Baston lurking in the middle. He's going to go 3 wide. Threads the needle. Doesn't get by Swindell. He does get by Thornton. Oh, here comes Golobic. Big bomb to the bottom. He's not going to be able to make it happen. Wheel stand off the corner for Bell. Bell's still stuck on the outside behind Sammy. Here comes CV working the bottom on the berm. 6 laps to go. He's going to thread the needle again. 3 wide. Big bomb on Sammy. Oh, he's going to put 2 lap cars between him and Golobic. 5 laps to go. Golobic to the bottom. He pulls a slider on Sammy. Woo! Some good racing. Golobic still working the outside. He's about 2 car lengths behind Bell with 3 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Bell's just got it. Oh, big wheel stand out of Golobic. He is digging. We got a few more lap cars in front of Bell. See if he catches them. So we're coming to get 2 laps to go. Bell's still leading. Coming to get the white flag this time by. Bell is going to get to his teammate. Down the back straightaway, 3-4 car lengths now. Takes it to the bottom, defensive line. C. Bell goes back-to-back in the Race of Champions. Gets the provisional. Wow. Wow, what a race. Golobic gave it all he had.
Change a whole lot after the caution flag. Same participants in there, but some spots definitely turned around.
You wanted to know about Cannon McIntosh up 5 positions, though. Couldn't crack the top 10. Finished 11th.
God, this Chili Bowl's already getting exciting, guys. That was a hell of a race.
Christopher Bell, back-to-back.
C. Bell in his own equipment wins the Race of Champions.
For the first time in his own equipment, he gets it done.
I wonder now what Christopher thinks. So we'll get into victory lane. We'll get a couple of words with him, what he thinks about his operation and the data he's going to take off of this for his prelim night coming up.
He's got to feel good about it, guys. That that was a really fast-paced race. He handled the bottom well early, was able to go to the top. His car handled the curb really well. That's a tricky track to run around there, and he handled it like the champion he is.
Only time he really got into jeopardy is when they're in 2 lanes in front of him, and both cars racy in front of him as well. So.
Yeah, at the end when Sammy drove around the slider, I was like, here comes Shane, but Christopher was able to pull away as he climbs out of the race car. Back to back in this
See, Bell.
Way to kick off his Chili Bowl Nationals week. And momentarily, we will send it downstairs to the house to get a word with Christopher. And let's do that now. Down trackside to our winner in Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell gets the hug and the kiss from his wife, Morgan, and he will don the Hoosier Tire neckband. It's not his first Race of Champions victory. It's certainly not his first victory here inside the SageNet Center, but it's his first as the owner-driver combination. He makes his way to the top of the stage. He's the winner of this year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Race of Champions. This is Christopher Bell! So let's talk about that point first. Brian Holbert just hit on it. You've been very successful here in this building. You made a triumphant return last year, but 2026 you're doing it in your own equipment. How much does that change success here in your backyard?
It just makes everything a whole lot more stressful, that's for sure. I was about ready to puke there before the race of like, is it right? Is it wrong? What are we doing?
Got his stuff figured out.
And yeah, I think it just makes the triumph so much more rewarding. And last year, whenever I won that shootout in my micro, I was like, this is just the enjoyment that I got from being a part of the whole process. Coming here, I've been so fortunate to come here with Keith Coons Motorsports, with Chad, Boat, and drive amazing race cars with great crew chiefs. And it's just a lot different whenever it's all on you. You gotta
he's
make sure
having
everything's
computer
right.
issues.
And
Tom's not
just
gonna make
makes
it
the
tonight.
triumph
That's
so
okay
much
though.
sweeter. So
He
really,
sent
really
a
proud
meme.
of Colt
Screw you guys, I'm going home, Eric Cartman.
and yeah, we've just been
Oh man,
on this thing
I've been there. I get it.
So feels really good to start off the week like this. I don't know that I'm yet to win the Race of Champions and Saturday night on the same night, or on the same year. Hopefully we change that this year.
Thanks to the big brain of Brian Walker at Wikipedia, I can tell you that you have not accomplished that feat yet. The only drivers to do that are Sammy and Kevin Swindell, and Kevin's driver, Logan Seavey, but you put yourself in a fantastic position. How valuable are these extra 25 laps and the laps you get in hot lap qualifying? How much does this help the rest of your week competing here on these treacherous prelim nights?
Yeah, I mean, anytime I was watching the shootout broadcast, and I think it was Clint Boyle said, the track time is so valuable here. So obviously it helps. The Race of Champions is the cream of the crop, and it certainly feels like the Chili Bowl winner is going to come out of this race. So it feels good to be on top, and yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of racing to unfold, and that's what makes this place so great. It's the ultimate barometer for race car drivers. And there's always someone who steps up to the plate. So I'm excited to watch the prelim nights, be a part of Thursday night, obviously, and see where the field shakes out.
Now, you said you were about to throw up on the ramp before we pushed off for this one. How are you feeling with 10 to go when you catch lap traffic running side by side in front of you? You probably spent a little bit longer behind them than you would have liked. What's going on in your mind when you catch those guys and you've got someone as fast as Shane Golobic and Spencer Baston right behind you?
That's my happy spot, man. Once I get behind the wheel, it was like, all right, this is my comfort zone, what I feel really good with. So, I kept seeing Shane, I think it was Shane, poke his nose to the inside of me, and I felt like the top was going to continue to get better. The bottom was going to, lose speed, so I felt like I was in the right line. But yeah, whenever I caught the lap traffic and they were side by side, I wanted to get through there as quick as I could, but at least the bottom was plugged up to where a guy couldn't slide by me. And then once I got by Sammy, I was able to put some clean laps together.
Race of Champions once again goes to Christopher Bell. Congratulations. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your O'Reilly Auto Parts Race of Champions winner, Christopher Bell!
Heck of a performance by Christopher Bell, owner, driver, and his own equipment. Leads them all 25 laps here of the O'Reilly's Race of Champions. Takes home some hardware and has a provisional in his back pocket if he needs it for the A main event this year. Good showing, and
he's not gonna need it. I feel like Bell's gonna be fine to make this race himself. Anyway,
yeah, it is. I mean, that's really important laps for Christopher that doesn't run midgets throughout the year, and brand new program with brand new cars, and they collected a lot of really good data there for him and his team. So they'll go back, they'll meet with Caden. I think they'll discuss, and they're only going to get faster. They're not going to slow down any. But it's interesting to hear Christopher talk about how nervous he was before rolling out there, and the emotions, and you can see how much this really means to him and how much it carries by his smile on his face. That's as genuine of a smile, I think, as you'll ever see on Christopher's face, and this is a really special moment for him and his team.
Well, we got 2 B mains and then an A main for tonight's schedule.
On Flow Racing, let's show you all how it went down. It went quick, only one stoppage over the course of this. As off and running, it was Bell to the lead early.
Yeah, Bell set the pace and pretty much didn't look back as Spencer Baston gave it all he could on the early parts of this race. But Shane Golobic was the one that started to find something after battling Logan Seavey here, as you see Seavey trying to peek his nose to the inside. But the front of this pack just...
God, dude, that was a big mud pile that just came up right there. Oh, yeah, he biked it hard.
One tip over of the event. There was Corey Day, who brought a stoppage out with about 8 laps in and 17 to go. And from there, the action was mostly centered on these guys who were battling anywhere from 5th through 10th place.
Yeah, watching Kyle Larson having to negotiate with Emerson Axum, as well as Tanner Thorson and Logan Seavey. But lap traffic made a little bit of a scare at moments for Christopher Bell, but he pretty much dominated this one wire to wire, celebrating his 4th Race of Champions victory, tying Sammy Swindell for the most ever since the event was incepted in 2009.
Damn.
We're going to take a timeout. We have got B main action due up next for you as our live coverage continues.
That's what I'm excited for. I want to see these B mains, man. These are going to be wild. I believe they're 15 lappers, maybe 20. Because I know the main's 30. C's were 12. I'm assuming these are probably 15 laps each. God, the amount of handwork that they do behind the wheel is just incredible, man. Throwing an onboard of C. Bell and Thorson battle from last year, but the onboards with Bell just climbs over the berm. Yeah, they both rotated down to the berm, and then Thorson goes back to the top. That is a huge berm too, man. Like climbing that thing, God, that looks abrasive as hell. You see when they do that, their head goes like this in the cockpit, just beating up against the headrest. A little bit of that CTE, you know. Oh man. Oh man, that's such a big run too off the top. Grabs that cushion just right. Drives right off the corner.
I shall now train you in the art of the net gun.
And we have a Fox commercial on Flow Racing. What?
Animal Control premieres this Thursday on
What?
Fox.
Travel can make you smell kind of funky, but aluminum-free secret whole body deodorant gives me 72-hour whole body freshness. For long layovers, surprise gate changes, and heavy luggage. And it's totally
And heavy
LC
luggage.
approved. Secret, no sweat.
These onboards are just super sick, man. They need to integrate some of these live, man. They need to get some freaking live cams on some of these cars. I know one year that the Chili Bowl they had a drone that was in the bowl and it was following them around. I can't remember what year it was, but they haven't done it since. I mean, obviously, it would be very complicated to do a drone at this size of a track. But they tried it once and it worked, but it must have been some logistical problems with it or something to that effect that they haven't brought it back. You can never have nice things. Never have nice things. I think it was because it was the first year CV one, I think is what it was. What was that? Be 22, 23, something like that. Oh, we're rolling cars down the ramp. We're going B main number 1.
Chili Bowl Nationals powered by NOS Energy Drink. Well, guys, here's your chance. If you ever wanted a free trial of Dirt Draft, they've got it available to you right now for tonight's preliminary A main event only. Go check it out. The URL is dirtdraft.com/trial. dirtdraft.com/trial. You have to use that URL. It's important. The free trial won't work if you're using the app, so you got to log on to the actual web. dirtdraft.com/trial. You enter a name, you choose a username, you enter your email. You don't have to put a credit card in at all, right? dirtdraft.com/trial. And then you do that, you get to do a Dirt Draft specific for tonight's A main event. No credit card required. The trial is just for tonight. If you don't do it by tonight, the account's going to lock unless you choose to subscribe. So try it one more time, dirtdraft.com/trial. Free trial for working tonight's A main event starting lineup. Obviously, you won't have any B main drivers in there yet, but you've at least got the first 16 through the A. dirtdraft.com/trial for your free trial of dirtdraft.com. And that, again, is only on the web. It does not work through the app. So you want your free trial? Give her a shot. Should be fun.
God, this guy's ad read, man. He's just absolutely beating that freaking beating that horse to death, man. God damn.
It is your opportunity to beat Earl Hoon.
Yes. Well, which is not really that hard because his record on rock, paper, scissors wasn't great during the shootout.
I wonder if he knows that Buddy Kofoid's not racing this week. We should remind him of that to get him out of his lineup
we
for
shouldn't.
everything else.
We shouldn't.
Okay.
He'll forget either way.
Yeah. He'll try to pick him. It'll be fun.
You guys got all your drivers locked in?
No, Clinton.
No. Dang it. Come on now.
Hey, thoughts and prayers out to Buddy, by the way. We know they're tuned in. I hope you're starting to feel better, Buddy, coming in.
All right, here we go.
It's been a tumultuous little
Top 4 lock in.
Here's the drivers we know are running.
15 laps. I was figured it would probably be 15. Kind of hoping for 20, but we get 15. 2 of these, top 4 in each, will lock into the A feature to make up the 24-car field to join the 16 that advance through the qualifiers. 16 cars. These are the 4 that came through the C main in the very back rows.
We'll move up 4 drivers here from this B. They'll occupy the inside of the back row of this coming up A main. They'll be in position 17, 19, 21, and 23, and they got 15 laps sorted out.
Not much as far as a reworking of the racetrack, and we saw a lot of action in that 25-lapper for the Race of Champions, so good opportunity here for several drivers kind of in the mid-pack for Trey Zorn. Just missed it by that much. Going to start on the pole of this one. And
you guys got a for sale sign on his car. It's not a good sign.
There you go.
Bad omen, boys.
So he'll line up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was say we saw a gnarly cushion at the end of that race of champions, and
Yeah.
that's you know, these guys saw that. They know that's, you know, probably the fastest place to be if they really want to make speed. So we'll see how they handle it as this develops.
And it's only going to get pushed out wider. I think the way that they've prepped this racetrack, obviously the end of the night, they want this thing to have a pretty good curve.
Honestly, I don't feel like it's going to move a whole lot more unless you go till it again. Where in 3 and 4, you're at the point where, you know, it starts that ramp up type deal through the center. But remember, you know, I think a couple years ago off turn 4, the cushion was so gnarly on Friday night, and just 8 guys up off the extra turn 4, and we're similar, you know, conditions to that, to where it's just a ledge, and that thing's not going to move anymore. You'll see as these guys roll through 3 and 4 here, that cushion's not going to move right there. That's a lip right there, and it's going to stay. So, yeah, there's some water down underneath it for these.
I'd like to see somebody that came from the sea get all the way up there, but I doubt it's going to happen.
But that water's going to fade away pretty quick.
We'll keep an eye on it as it progresses.
Those guys at the front are pretty quick. They were really, I mean, they're obviously quick. They were freaking qualifier drivers.
So another 30 laps on this racetrack before our 30-lap feature event to close out Second Opinion Auto Center qualifying night here at the 40th running of the Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink, as you get a bird's eye view of the field.
Here it is.
The pace truck here inside.
Here's the camera I was looking for. The drone cam.
4 more drivers gonna see their
I was just shitting about them not having it, and then they show it off in prime time. I love the drone cam. That's sick. All right, here we go. Pace truck is off into the infield, and we're rolling through turn 3, ready to drop the green flag on B main number 1 at the Chili Bowl Nationals. That was a great start by Zorn. Berryhill jumps the cushion. He's going to try to roll the outside. Oh, I got tight. Oh, Berryhill on the cut of the transfer. We're 3 wide for the transfer. Oh, man.
When Berryhill got off the bottom, he had problems. He's desperately trying to make the top work, but everybody...
Oh, big berm grab by the 31 there. That's Crane. Oh, big contact! He saves it! Oh. Berryhill needs to get away here. They're battling behind him, and he's in the final transfer spot. Oh, big slider. Oh.
Here comes shirtless Nathan Crane. He's got a fire suit on now, and he's rolling that 31 on the bottom of the racetrack looking for position. And then one of the Dave.com cars is the outside.
It's Schlotfeld going up to the...
Oh, Schlotfeld! Oh! He got way too much of the cushion there. He's just trying to circle the wagons up top there. He got way too high, though. It's lucky that car didn't go over.
Up there in turn number 2 for a second. Just couldn't hold her through 3 and 4.
Thought it had a chance when he settled it back down, but it just too much velocity.
Wait, Berryhill got up to P2? That can't be right.
Flat left rear tire on the...
Oh, Schwaber.
Schwaber, yeah.
He was running deep.
See if they can put a new tire on it. I don't think they have one. Oh, they do. They have one right there. Damn.
It was fun watching Crane on the inside. Here's how
Oh my god, dude. He biked the hell out of that thing, dude. I don't know how that thing didn't go over. Oh, it just grabs it.
We saw it get Corey Day, right?
Touches the catch fence right back down.
It's tricky.
So when it's lit up, Clinton, to prevent something like that, I mean, are you just trying to keep the wheel spin as much as you can, or how do you...
he entered, you know, 4 or 5 feet underneath the cushion and the entry into 3, and that's because there's that moisture down there, so it feels good, right? But that moisture's going away, so he slid with too much speed across the track into that cushion.
No, they pulled him off the track too. They got the new tire on that 9 car. They're gonna roll him back down onto the track.
So, or the radius of the corner. So yeah, just slide.
You don't want to hit it.
That.
You want to ride it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And if you do hit it like that, he just wasn't bent like sideways enough or enough crossed up with enough wheel spin to throttle through it. It's all about just how you hit it with the angle of your right rear.
To the flip side of that, there is a very distinct bottom groove out there. Crane was just puttering around down there. Crane has one of the Badger legal motors, so may not have the same amount of power to get up and try it around the top. And that is a car that was an F main event, a driver that was an F main event car last year as he ran for Parker Jones Racing.
Yeah, Barry Hill did get up to P2. Guess the scoring was right on that. And they took the camera away from it and they didn't show him make those passes.
He could threaten Barry Hill for the spot.
Yeah.
So Schwabauer able to make it out of the work area with the new left rear tire. As Zorn will bring the field back to green. Trey Zorn, Tanner Berryhill got back to second past Nick Drake, who sits third. Preston Norberry, that's your 4 lock-ins right now.
You are
back in 8th position is going to be Drake Edwards. He's going to get that top side going again. He was pushing Jesse Schottfeld around there before that incident. So we'll keep an eye on. It's the yellow Chad Boat Industries car back there in the 8th position. See if he can make a run in these final 9 laps.
Still some time to spend working your way forward. Green flag is back out here in B number 1. Field gets through 1 and 2.
Berryhill making it happen on the outside. Oh, they just jinxed him.
Tonight the whammy belongs to Clinton.
Yeah. Commentator's curse as the CB Industries 83 comes to a stop down the back straightaway.
They just had to say something, didn't they?
So Edwards, who was in the 8th position,
Jinx the hell out of him.
We'll see if they can diagnose what it was for him. Here's a look on the K1 Race Gear instant replay.
Oh.
Cleaned out across the front.
I believe that was Matt Lux. The 5. Just a big move there. No way.
Oh, yeah, just made enough contact.
Nowhere for Edwards to go.
He couldn't keep it rolling.
For a driver who made a lot of noise at the Tulsa shootout, this is not going according to plan for Drake Edwards.
Front end looks okay on that car, though. It took that shot and stayed up.
He's going to have to be a hero here at the end of this race, boys.
Tire, potentially.
Oh, yeah, look at that groove.
There.
Well, it's got to survive 9 laps.
Yeah.
That could be tough.
There's no sense in pulling in. You don't get time to change it, so run her for all she's worth and hope you get there.
Yeah, survive as absolutely long as you can.
Yep.
Anybody else you get might be the difference in main events and starting on Saturday.
Zorn, Berryhill, Drake, and Norberry. Top 4s we're back underway with 9 to go. Berryhill looked good in the last restart on the outside lane. He'll do it again this time.
Berryhill to the top. He's going for the lead. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Oh. Zorn is just committed to the bottom.
Move out of a spot because McCutcheon's got 4th.
Big move through 3 and 4 for McCutcheon to pick that position up. And he's got a little track space now on Norberry behind him as your top 4 breaking away, and Berryhill on the charge again.
Nick Drake waiting in the wings there in the 55, watching these two battle it out for the lead in 3rd.
Oh, Berryhill. He's going to get him this time. New leader. Oh, but the caution came out.
Coming to a stop, bringing out the yellow.
3 laps eclipsed there with Lux backing her into the turn 1 wall. Your top 4 were breaking away in between those drivers, guys. Again, it is a full row of main event start in between them if you can get another spot. You saw McCutcheon getting ready to make the move on Drake, trying to shuffle him back to the 23rd starting position to get up to 21st. So just because they're in doesn't mean they're done. Every once in a while, we can see that lead to some fireworks.
For sure, especially.
Adler already up to freaking 7th. Baxter up to 6th. Both out of C mains.
Look at the K1 Race Gear replay coming at you. Got turned around.
Potentially that was Adler.
Trying to go from C to A. He's still got a lot of work to do to
plus
do it.
7 in this, so from 14th up to 7th. So he's trying to make a run.
Also up there, Blaine Baxter.
That's a C-main move up also.
Yeah, so Adler and Baxter sitting 6th and 7th. Baxter and Adler, your 2 C-main move-up cars, still have a little bit of work to do, but this bunches the field back up.
We discussed a lot at the shootout the anatomy of how you make.
See one of these C main guys get to the A. That'd be impressive.
But you need to get a couple, a rec or two.
Adler needs 3 spots and Baxter needs 2 spots. Gotta get by Norberry and McCutcheon are currently, or McCutcheon and Drake are currently the last 2 transfers. Oh! Zorn's still trying to challenge Berryhill. Berryhill's still working the top. Looks like everybody's getting to the top. Zorn's the only one committed to the bottom. Another yellow. Oh!
That's the 8.
See 8M of Morton?
8M, yeah.
No, it's not Morton.
It's not Morton. 8XL of Christian Miller.
Yes.
It's the tall car. That car's 6 inches taller in its cage height to accommodate the 6'6", 300-pounder that is Christian Miller.
Wow. Brings our Eibach flip count to 10 here at the Chili Bowl Nationals.
We get a good look right here at the cushions in 1 and 2 and how different it is than the 1 and 3 and 4. It's pretty fluffy. You see those guys step on it, leave shoe prints. There's no distinct, ledge to it necessarily. So those guys can get up there and have a little bit of forgiveness, but the opposite end of the racetrack in 3 and 4 is not like that at all.
You gonna get him going or what?
So we'll have 5 to go when we.
It looks like a big man in a little coat. That's a tall dude, man. Just sitting in that car. He's got literally the wheels on his legs. He's trying to steer it,
They
bro.
were stacked up around the outside, starting to form the kind of train that could have put Zorn at risk if he didn't change line or change battle tactics there.
Yeah, that's where you're looking either at the video board or you're looking at your crew under this yellow flag, and they're all pointing to the sky.
Berryhill had gotten around, but I mean, you could see imminently both Drake and McCutcheon had the speed up there, and Norberry was tucked into that line where things break right, and they trapped Zorn down low.
And then C-May move up Baxter was able to keep pace with Norberry under that last restart.
Somebody's gonna have to throw a bomb.
2 positions to go from C to B to A. As we're lights
Everybody been working that outside. Norberry or Zorn is the only one on the bottom. All right, we're green again. 5 laps to go.
Trey's going right back down to the bottom, and he's got the lead coming out of 1 and 2 for a blink of an eye. For Berryhill, got momentum wound up, and there's the adjustment.
Oh, Baxter's up to 5th.
Slide job by Baxter there, had Norberry all crossed up.
Watch Adler poking around at the bottom of 1 and 2. He's getting his nose in.
Oh, big wreck. Multiple cars. That's Norberry.
There's Morton.
Logan Prickett on the side. Came tumbling in after that happened, and right
God, he went for a ride. Holy hell.
Trey Zorn for second.
He went tumbling, dude. God damn.
For the second time
He had to have done at least 5, 6, 7, 8 freaking cartwheels there.
Position to get pushed back off. I don't see too much damage there, but that kind of wadded some things up.
It's getting really slick coming off the bottom and middle of this racetrack.
Yeah, this is for the transfer spot here right ahead, and then
Oh, he just biked it. He did 1, 2.
We'll add to the iBox
1.5.
off that one. It stayed quiet for most of the night.
Looked a lot worse than live than it did in the replay.
And safety crew still checking over the Morton car. Might be a problem with the steering. Steers. Fires off.
Yeah, it's definitely towed in though.
Yeah. See the right
The little
front.
darty. Little darty.
Hang on.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing. The front wheels are pointed like that.
Suspension work.
Or I guess like that if you're looking for the front. He said, "Screw it. We're sending it, boys. We're chili bowling."
Berry Hill, Zorn, Drake, and McCutcheon.
We've seen Blaine Baxter show he's not afraid to get physical here.
Yeah.
McCutcheon's going to have to be perfect to hold him off.
Crane and Adler now in and behind him as Morton stops up in the work area with the officials looking at it. And fires back off again. Is there anything wrong with it? Nah, it's fine. Run it.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You lie to your friends and I'll lie to mine, but we don't got to lie to each other.
No,
one
we
of those
don't.
moments.
Yeah.
Well, Baxter's up to 5th. He's one spot from transfer. From the C into the B. Trying to make it to the A.
Zorn, Drake, and boy, heated battle starting to brew between McCutcheon and Baxter for that 4th and final transfer spot. Daniel Adler there as well now after the issue with Norbury.
He was trying to sneak up the bottom of 1 and 2 and actually had a pretty good run prior to that. So
Here we go. Green again. 4 laps to go.
This time
Baxter throws a dive.
coming through the corner. Zorn down low again. Berry Hill trying to drive back around the top. They'll trap Zorn down low. But Trey's got a good enough run to retake the lead with 3 left.
Berry Hill's going to try to fight back. Nick Drake up there as well. Top 3 cars right there under a blanket. McCutcheon trying to add his name for a little added insurance as Baxter's just throwing it in there with Daniel Adler. 2 C-main move-ups. 1 spot out of a transfer spot. Adler's got that position.
God, Zorn is just killing it here on the bottom. Damn.
Top 4 make it through. You can see the distance between 4th and the guys after him. Berry Hill and Zorn continue their ferocious battle for
Final
the
lap.
3-4.
It's got a. Oh, we got a caution.
It's going to take a last lapper.
Clinton's not happy. And
It's got. Whoa, they got lots of the track coming up.
Yeah.
Big old mud clods.
Safety issues, so we'll get that cleaned back up. Heck of a restart for Ryder McCutcheon.
Oh, shit.
Got parts everywhere.
Somebody lost a Nerf bar.
I guess that's justified.
Wheel cover.
Okay.
I really didn't want to see that yellow, though, for my dirt draft sake. Ryder McCutcheon was doing a great job.
Safe.
I was about to. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Now you're looking for who?
Yeah, somebody's Nerf bar just came right off.
Who's missing the full right side battle bar?
That's crazy. I've never seen an entire Nerf bar get ripped off like that
Well,
before.
if Brian Ward's building a midget, he's now got his Nerf bar. He's had more than a few wheel covers. Nerf bar slightly used.
Slightly used. Things destroyed.
All right, so who's missing the right side off their car here?
I saw right side on every car.
Did it just fly out of the grandstands?
Hopefully that wasn't left over.
Magically appear? Actually, take a closer look at the 83 of Edwards.
Okay.
When it comes by. I think that car had black nerves, right?
Well, McCutcheon's going to try to hang on. 2-lap shootout in B feature number 1. Drake going to follow Zorn to the top of the racetrack. Here comes McCutcheon. Adler, though, doing a great job on the bottom. From the C, trying to go to the A. Here comes
Baxter. Baxter with a bomb. Oh!
McCutcheon will hang on down the back straightaway for the final time. Race up front for the win. It's going to be Berry Hill.
Berry Hill barely. Wow, Adler and Baxter gave it all they had. They came up short. Yeah, that was a race that never ends. It was 15 lapper. They just kept going and going and going.
So Berry Hill will start 17th in tonight's A main event. How about that?
Great
Baxter
finish.
gave it all he could into 1 and 2, just didn't have the run to complete the slider.
And Baxter
gave up. Can't do it.
You were a strong runner up.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll place on the podium. Maybe third.
The effort was noticed.
Hey, we got one more B main
Proud for a Monday night
to get our last 4 transfers to the A, and then we have the A feature. 30 laps, top 2 lock into Chili Bowl Saturday A main.
Has in a while. Let's check in. We got a TJ Forge pit report and Earl Hoon Jr.
Yeah, thank you guys. Winner B main number 1 by a nose, Tanner Berryhill, buddy. Pretty much after that 25-lap race of champions, you're going to see that track surface go through a change. And right now, it looks like pretty what we're going to see here for that feature coming up. You happy with the car? Or are you going to have to make any changes for the upcoming A main?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the car. You know, we've got a little bit of work to do, but we got to run that qualifier right before the last B main, and it was pretty good there. So hats off to my guys from where we started this morning. I wasn't so sure, you know, we'd make the feature tonight. So they really turned this car around. Second Opinion Auto guys did a great job. So I'm pumped, and we got a long way to go in the feature, but going to try and get at least the top 8.
Hey, he knows exactly what he needs to do in that A main, guys. Bixby, Oklahoma's Tanner Berryhill is staying alive here on Monday night.
Yeah, they bring a whole slew of race cars, and Tanner does such a nice job for another driver that doesn't do a lot of racing anymore as far as like full-time competition. So valiant work. What a finish there in B feature number 1. Okay,
all right.
Feature number 2, your turn with Alex Sewell and Noah Harris on the front.
See if Andriotti got his shit figured out.
And Keith Rauch in row number 2. Jake Andriotti, after the issues in his qualifier, will start inside row number 3. Todd Cleaver to the outside of him. Michelle Decker, Sean Jackson in 4. Top 10 starters, Tyler Hewitt and Briley Kilmer. Sam Hines and Taylor Courtney will start 11th and 12th tonight. And then we go into our move-ups from C-Main, Emilio Hoover, Garrett Benson, Paul White, and Hayden Mabe.
Speed at the back, speed all through the middle, and at the front as well, with your big question mark being Andriotti. Can they figure out the engine woes?
Yeah, I don't know. It was more electrical, it looked like.
Yeah, they seemed when Chris Moore talked to him.
I mean, they replaced the entire wiring harness on that thing. It was a whole swap.
So the performance in the heat race was good for Jake.
Said he really just kind of limped it through, but couldn't do that in the qualifier. So they said they've swapped out everything but one thing. Maybe that one thing is the last piece, and I would imagine that if they've gone through and swapped all of that, they don't have a spare bullet sitting there ready to pop in. Because at what point would you just say, okay, this isn't working, let's do something else?
Yeah.
So you're watching the 68W of Jake Andriotti.
But what Blaine Baxter and Daniel Adler did in that first B main gives me a lot of hope. If I'm Emilio Hoover, Garrett Benson, Paul White, there's opportunity there if you can catch a couple of breaks.
I think especially Paul White. Paul White looked really good in that C main. He came from deep in it and rolled the bottom nice, which I think is important here.
What you just saw out of Daniel Adler, Paul White kind of wrote the playbook on that here around the Expo Raceway, right? I mean, we have seen him make that run on this show time and time again. Cool. Get out my way. I'll just roll hot bottom and call her good.
Yep.
Oh, we doubled them up.
Being given, the pace truck about to duck on off down the back straightaway.
Oh, 15 laps. 4 drivers will advance. We're going to get to the A.
Feature event. We're going to take 4. That'll line up in the final 4 outside rows of tonight's 30-lap feature event. Sewell and Harris the front row. Barnard and Rauch in row number 2.
And we're green.
We're green off of turn number 4.
Traffic jam through the middle of one.
Oh, big traffic jam from third on back.
Front bumpers getting used fairly liberally, but so far everybody's come through it. Lap number 1 up on the high side. Noah Harris has got the lead. Sewell, Rauch, and Barnard, your top 4 at the line.
Got one spinning in the middle of the backstretch. That's McQueen.
Decker in the McQueen car.
Yep.
She was 5th.
Yeah, I want to say she got some help off turn 2 there.
A lot of cars going for the same line, and not to point fingers, but she might have been right in front of Andriotti coming off that corner. And as slick as it is up there, it's not going to take a lot of help to get around. Let's see what happened. Wasn't Andriotti, so.
It's off the berm. Oh.
John Jackson on 7.
Got some help.
7-on-7 violence.
Yeah.
Sad.
So that'll move Andriotti, Jackson, Kilmer up a position. Already a couple of movers with Benson from the C main up a couple of spots.
Oh, they're putting Jackson to the back.
Spots from deep.
They're going to get another one as Jackson's going to the rear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They've been consistent on that call, and it's one we have seen time and again here at this show, that off of turn number 2 and give them just enough bumper to get them around when they're a little crossed up to begin with. So Sean now lots of work to do in the 7 car. Holy cow, how many 7s do we have in this? Decker, Jackson, Benson's out there.
Well, it doesn't look like they're going to put them all the way to the back. Are they? Yeah.
Still.
Looks like lineup is good. Should see the one to go signal this time around. We'll get things settled in. Alex Sewell, though, big opportunity with JST Motorsports in that 32 car. Looked really good at the shootout, but car was fast in the heat race. Didn't work out for him in the qualifier.
I don't understand what's taking them so long. It was a single car spin, dude.
Keep an eye on Jake Andriotti.
No, we're going green this time. 14 to go.
As we'll come back to green with 1 down, 14 laps to go.
Oh, that's a terrible start by Rouch on the outside. He's going to go straight to the top. That's going to get Barnard to the bottom. Up to 3rd. Big run on the outside for Rouch. Side by side for the lead. Sewell's still working the bottom. Harris to the top. There's just not much on the bottom. Everybody that's trying it has just not been able to make it work. Sewell not doing terrible, but still can't get clear of Harris. Oh, big wheel stand. A little bit of wheel stand. And we got another yellow. Who looped it around this time? It's the 6. Kilmer.
Oh, problems for Kilmer. Briley Kilmer was running.
Hey, there's the drone. I see it.
As she comes to a stop off of turn 2. I don't know if she's lost, or off 4. I don't know if she lost power or.
Well, Benson and Hoover have not moved up. White has. White's up into 10th out of the C main. Got a bunch of ground to make up, but
Fire it back up if it'll fire. And right now, pilot light not coming on for Brian.
yeah, that car's not going to fire.
Disappointing for the local area karting star. And to the work area she'll go.
So now Barnard is currently in the P4 position, the final transfer. Is Andriotti up in 5th?
Should put Andriotti into a transfer spot. And with Kilmer out, that's Cleaver who has taken that extra position moving up. So top 4 now.
I don't think they got the timing and scoring right. Because the 27 round.
And Andriotti.
That would put, yeah, Andriotti would be in the transfer spot.
Looking in.
Remember, what's at stake if you can't get in? You're looking at either an F all the way back to a J main. So every position, even if you're not in a transfer spot, ups your chances as they continue to work on the Briley Kilmer machine. And this one may be over.
Up the ramp.
Damn, that sucks. They were in a or close to a transfer spot.
Still 12 to go here in B main number.
These B mains are just going on and on.
Lights go out around the arena.
1 to green.
Talon Turner throwing flags tonight, and he will bring this field back up to green flag action.
Yeah.
Power Eyes director of competition.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Harris can hang on.
Sewell to follow.
So we're coming back to the green this time. 12 laps to go. Andriotti got himself into a transfer spot. Let's see if he can continue this. So he takes it to the bottom. He's going to try and throw a bomb here on Rouch. He's going to make it happen. Maybe.
Straightaway, I think that some people would have preferred. They'll come up and put the slide on Rouch for position.
So Andriotti up to third. He goes back to the top. Sewell and Harris are still battling for the lead. Neither of them can get any momentum. It seems like they're just stuck right next to each other. As now we see Andriotti to the bottom.
Very technical, have to have a lot of finesse around this speedway. Look back, double box. There's Cleaver and Rouch battling for the final transfer spot.
Cleaver's gonna get it. Oh, baby, here comes Rouch back on the outside.
White up 7 to 8 from the C.
Andriotti has made the move, and he has taken away position number 2 from Harris. As now we can watch it all in one. Harris 3, Cleaver now 4 underneath.
Here comes Andriotti for the lead. And he's gonna get it. Andriotti's got a quick car, man. He might be a threat in the A-main. Not for the win, but to move himself up through the field. This will start him 18.
Getting that moisture takes forever, and you see these guys off the bottom of turn 2 just slide out.
Cleaver's in that transfer spot. He's side by side with Harris for P3. Rouch is still in the mix on the outside. Paul White up to 6th. 5 to go. Oh, he just missed it again. Up against the cushion. He's back to 4th now. Harris could throw this away. He's got to find something, and he's got to find it quick. Oh, he's circling the wagons. Back to the outside of Cleaver. Rouch still digging up on the outside. White still digging on the outside. Oh, Paul White is absolutely berm riding right now. Rouch gonna try and throw a bomb on Harris. Oh, contact. Harris missed it again. Side by side with the transfer. Final lap. We need a bomb here. He didn't throw the bomb. What are you doing? Why didn't he throw the bomb? He gave him the bottom and everything. He was side by side. Rouch just threw it away. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's A main to B main. You're starting at F. What are you doing?
There's a lot of good reasons to visit Tulsa.
What are you doing?
Some fantastic ones, of course, this time of year between the Tulsa Shootout and the Chili Bowl Nationals. But we need you to visit Tulsa coming up. Chili Bowl fans got to keep it rolling. Come back to Tulsa May 30th, 2026. It is the Capital Cruise. Now, do you know what the Capital Cruise is, Chris?
I do not.
Okay, it is the
all we got left is the A main.
classic car.
We're gonna lock 2 guys into the feature on Saturday. And then a bunch of guys behind going into B's, C's, D's, and E's.
Classic car cruise. So if you're a fan of the classic, the collectors, etc., Tuesday, May the 30th. Come on back, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Visit Tulsa, take in the sights and the sounds, the nightlife, whatever it's going to be. And then Tuesday the 30th, the world's largest classic car parade celebrating.
I still don't understand that move there by
again, that is coming up on Tuesday.
Rouch, man. I don't know why he didn't throw the bomb there. Makes no sense.
Was hearing about that from the Uber
Makes literally no fucking sense.
Today. The town's getting excited about that.
Very cool.
We got a TJ Forged pit report with Chris Moore.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. Last time we talked to this guy, he was a little bit somber, Jake. seemed like whatever your problem was, the last-ditch effort seemed to have worked and kind of cleared itself out there for you.
Yeah, there's the only thing left to change after this was the whole engine. So, shoot, Mitch and Wald and Brian definitely did not give up. So it wasn't a lack of effort, that's for sure. But yeah, happy that we got it fixed. Definitely not the feature that we want to be winning or be in, but no, it was good to get it cleared up out there and kind of have a good feel of what we got. Was able to run the top pretty hard there and feel around the track. That was kind of the first time that everything went smooth. So happy for that, and yeah, I can't thank the whole 6-8 Motorsports.
Well, he's starting 18th.
Now
in the AMA.
we don't roll off too far back and just pick our way through. Don't get caught in trouble. The curb's getting pretty cool out there, so it's fun running it. But it's a lot more fun running when you're leading the race. So now behind people, it adds a whole another step. So we'll see.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Jake Andriotti gets the B feature win. He'll roll off from 18th in the A main coming up in just a little bit. You're watching the Chili Bowl Nationals powered by NOS Energy Drink live on Flow Racing.
Back for some more of this commercial break action on board with Christopher Bell. This must have been from earlier. It was from earlier. Wow. This is from the Race of Champions. It's so smooth. Running right up against the berm, climbs it with the left front tire. Got the right front right up on the bottom of it. Just hugging it, wrapping around. Oh no, this is from last year. Thursday night. That Bell Thorson battle last year was absolutely insane. Hopefully the track improves a little bit for this A feature. I want to see a lot of good racing. But Briggs, Danner, Cannon, McIntosh on your front row. That's going to be interesting. Those two guys are both klutzes, though. I have a feeling one of them, or if not both, are going to fuck this up, man. Somehow, some way, both going to fuck it up. Oh my goodness, how close he came to the wall there, right off the cushion at the top. Oh, again, dude, it's just crazy. And then you see Ryan Bernal, sliding in there trying to take the win. That was a crazy finish. Corey Day 2024 Chili Bowl Wednesday feature. Him and Jake Swanson. There's Jacinto. God, these onboard shots, man, are just so much fun, dude. If they had some live shots of this stuff during the race, would be freaking insane. Mix in with the drone cams, dude. Like, you could have a hell of a production. One hell of a production. All right, get your guys' votes in on the poll. I'm gonna close it here soon. Hey, we're back for
The
commercial.
Expo Center and Expo Raceway, Midtown Tulsa, Oklahoma, prior to tonight's main event here on Flow Racing. Our coverage of the 40th Annual Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drinks. Soldiers on. I'm Caleb Hart. He's Chris Wilner. And Chris, we have a very special guest who has joined the booth with us.
Yes, we do. It's been a whirlwind for the last 24 hours for this young man sitting next to us. Aiden Price, you were at home, and suddenly now you're going to be driving one of Keith Coon's and Pete Willoughby's midgets here on Wednesday night at the Chili Bowl. First off, let's kind of set the scene. It was announced yesterday Buddy Kofoid unable to drive, came down with an illness. We're thinking of Buddy and his recovery. But we talked to Pete. We had Tyler Burnett talking to him on Flow Racing saying, we're not sure what we're going to do with the car. Well, then what happened yesterday?
So yeah, I was coincidentally enough playing iRacing with a couple of my buddies, and under caution, I looked at my phone and I seen a missed call and a text from Pete Willoughby, and I was like, I gotta go. So I answered it, and he's like, we want to give you a shot, and he gave me a wonderful opportunity with Keith. So here I am at the expo. Definitely pretty cool. Definitely a very last-minute deal. So
now backtrack a second. This is an unknown number to you at first, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so you don't know that this is Pete until you start reading the text message.
Yeah, correct. He said, this is Pete Willoughby from KKM. Give me a call when you chant.
And immediately you say, I got to go, boys. iRacing's done. I've got a job to do.
Yeah, I hit Alt F4 on the keyboard, and I walked outside on the phone for him with about 10 minutes just discussing, and went all great. So
were you even aware yesterday of the Buddy Kofoid situation, the fact that there was a car, or obviously you were at home probably just getting ready to tune into us for a little bit on practice day, but I mean, were you aware of the situation of the open seat, or is this kind of like all thrown at you?
So I kind of was before he actually texted me, but it's coincidentally enough, I have to give my mom the credit, because she's like, I stepped away from the TV, we had practice run, and she's like telling my dad, like, hey, Buddy's not racing, like, this could be like winning a lottery ticket if we could run. So he's like, she just said as a joke, like, my dad didn't think anything of it, I didn't think anything of it. And then a couple hours later, around 7:30 at night, I got a text, and yeah.
Are you, at this point in time, now that you've made your way to the arena you're in, you've gotten up and introductions with those guys and met
Why are they interviewing this guy?
In surprise mode, or have you transitioned into full-on excited mode, or still a little bit of both?
I'd say a little bit of both. I probably couldn't sleep until 3 o'clock last night just thinking about it nonstop, because, I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that's definitely crazy. Can't thank Keith, Pete, and everyone in the KKM crew for, believing in me and giving me this opportunity. It's definitely unreal. Something I wouldn't think I'd be doing right now. So,
gear was washed, ready to go, all set right after the shootout, or was it a mad scramble to get stuff together?
It was a mad scramble. So actually, we washed the suits after the phone call, packed our bags up, got ready, booked the flights. Just got here probably 30 minutes ago. It's just me and my mom right now. So.
Wow.
Dad on his way at some point?
Yeah, Dad is trying to get on his way.
So a lot of planning and preparation typically goes into this, but what kind of preparation do you have now?
There's no preparation. You just show up and go race, damn it.
Tonight, you're going to have tomorrow to kind of settle in. I know there's probably a lot that's going to go on back in the pit area, getting you fitted in the car and stuff like that, but how much now are you just trying to soak in before Wednesday?
There's definitely a lot. I mean, I've spent last night, spent some of this morning, watching film just from previous races, onboards, all the fun stuff, right, to prepare yourself. But I mean, I'm gonna rewatch tonight. I'm gonna watch tomorrow, obviously in person. Just to learn the track, right? Like I've only ran a midget here once. I do have the shootout, so I have some track experience there from earlier in the week. So yeah.
So for those that may not be known or know who you are, 15 years old, North Carolina, you've been out running. Obviously, I've watched you run micros at Millbridge for a number of years now, but you're taking the next step in your career. You got to
They're
run the
doing a
shootout
little
as
bit of
well, so
track
how
prep.
did
They got the
2025
water
go for
truck
you?
out right now.
2025
Looks like they're
was a
tilling up the
great
top.
year. Definitely learned a lot of new things. Had some unfortunate luck in the sprint car with the All-Stars we ran this year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just part of it. It's the way racing goes. Yeah, definitely learned a huge amount. Can't be thankful for everyone that's given me opportunities to run their cars and perform in them. Definitely surreal that I'm even here. Like, I still can't believe it. Definitely a lot to soak in, though, over last year and this year.
So taking in everything that's going on and the opportunities ahead of you, what is the midget resume look like? We've seen how good you are in the micro sprint, but you mentioned one night in the midget, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, this is really it. I don't really have any
One night in the
plans to
midget,
race
that's
midget
it.
unless
Yeah.
someone, throws
Yeah,
an
I'm just gonna
opportunity.
just
I
show
can
up.
talk with my
I'm
parents.
gonna hit that
It's
skinny
big
pedal,
day,
and
I
I'm
mean,
just
I'll-
gonna send it.
I can try to be there, but I mean, as of right now, anything works.
Yeah, they did. They tilled up the
Ride
whole
the
top
ride,
of the
so
track.
we'll try and see what we can
Now
do.
the water
We'll
truck's
get
coming
going
in.
about 30 minutes at this point in time.
I don't know
But,
about this,
over to
guys.
the Keith Kuntz Motorsports trailer. Anything discussed as far as logistics go? Do you know who's going to crew chief your car? Do you know point of contact, stuff like that? Or is it also way up in the air and so new that you got a lot to figure out still?
So Pete did tell me.
God, he's doing a
both
second
who's
pass
been
on the
crew
till,
chief
bro.
for
What are
the
we
Metro,
doing?
So I'm excited for that. I haven't met him yet. He said
We're
he's
really gonna
busy,
fluff
so
this track up.
He's got a little bit thing called the feature event tonight.
full.
Yeah. So good luck to Cannon. I know he's got a big night. So yeah, just talked a little bit with the crew, kind of met some of the guys. There's still a lot more to meet, so it's definitely a big pit area. Yeah, I've met Pete already, talked to him. Haven't seen Keith yet, but yeah.
What do you expect, I guess?
God, they did. They
something like
double
this
tilled
happens
this
and
on the
you're trying to get
outside
caught
here.
up and you're about to go take on,
They're
one of the
fluffing it up.
prelim,
They're
you
trying to
wanna
get that cushion
best
real
cars
low
in the
so it'll
building, I
work
guess,
its
kinda
way
what
up
your
by the end of the
expectations, what do
race.
you want to happen this week?
30 laps, long race.
I'd at least like to make the A main, obviously, for a prelim, but I mean, I feel like a top 10 or something up above that would be really outstanding. I definitely have the car to do it. I have the people behind me to do it. It's just about me. I need to go perform as I should and, hopefully have a good run, which can set us up for Saturday.
Part of what you're going to go through and getting ready for your prelim night is obviously got to get you into the car and get you fit. Did you manage to get your seat brought with? Or are you in a KKM seat that's already going to be out there? Obviously, you'll have to get the belts in, pedals all set, but is it your seat or is it somebody else's that you're jumping into?
So I do have my seat, but right now we're going to try and use buddies. We're going to see if we're going to work with it some more tomorrow. Try and see if I can wiggle in it and, get up to where it can be comfortable. And if not, we'll have to just take his out. Maybe throw mine in it, just give it a go, which, I mean, mine should obviously fit because it is mine. But, I mean, you never know. We're trying to make buddies work, and if that can work, got to be easiest for them. We're going to go with that.
Different guys like to be different spacing to and from the steering wheel and such like that. So it could be one of those deals that, yeah, he fits in the seat, but who knows if the way it's positioned within the cockpit is going to be comfortable for him without.
I can't believe they
making a bunch
tilled
of
that
other
track as much as
adjustments
they
again
did.
To throttle height and where you're picking up your rods and
Hopefully it creates some bottom dominance at the early parts of the race, and then it works its way to the top by the end. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
How easy, how hard, how much resistance you get into it. So it's a longer process just than, hey, my hips fit the seat and we're good.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Can't have
Yeah,
one
we'll-
lane be dominant the
spend
whole
mostly tomorrow
duration of
to
the
get
race,
all
because
the
then it just
cars
becomes a
all
follow the
finished
leader
up tonight,
fest.
and we'll go get fitted in the seat, get everything all tuned in, and yeah, we'll take it away from there.
How much are you going to be a sponge between today and tomorrow, listening to what Cannon's saying, and then obviously, the rest of the stable of drivers? You got Ryan Timms that was part of the Race of Champions. I mean, how much are you just going to be asking questions and just kind of getting up to speed?
Yeah, I'll definitely ask a few questions. I've known Cannon for a decent amount of time, so I feel like he'd be a good backbone to have. I know he's very talented.
The
great
crowd shots are
driver.
the
He
best.
really
Look at all
knows
them
his
rednecks.
ropes, so, I'll definitely give him a few questions.
Talking with Aiden
They're all
Price,
freaking
who
drinking
is,
beer.
Picked up a last-minute ride here at the Chili Bowl Nationals, filling in for the Ilba buddy Kofoid. And again, thinking of you, buddy. Hope you start feeling better. Big picture, like thoughts, dreams. Have you imagined yourself winning the Chili Bowl Nationals? Do you think, oh my gosh, this could be the story if I do everything right here, and what it would do for your career if you do?
It's been in, I'd say, every racer's mind. It's definitely a very big dream of mine to come out here and win the Chili Bowl. Definitely a huge event. I mean, you have so many people watching from around the country, the world. It can take you very far if you win this event, I believe, and I think winning this would be huge for my career. So, I mean, yeah.
He's ready to be locked and loaded.
He has thought about it. He knows what's at stake here with a big one.
I think every race car driver would be kidding themselves if they haven't at least thought about it, right? That's pretty incredible stuff.
Joining in an incredibly loaded rookie class. So, you know, you add one more piece of talent now at Aiden over the top of that, which makes for an even better field. Love it.
Well, Aiden, we'll let you get settled in. I know it's going to be a
It's just ambient crowd shots, bro. Like, that's the problem with trying to stream something like this by yourself on the Chili Bowl night, is you just have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys for bringing me down in here and talking to you guys. Definitely pretty cool.
Well, podcast tomorrow with the
everything goes smooth Wednesday.
with the IMSA season preview. That should be pretty fun and entertaining.
To watch the racing surface. So.
There we go.
And we'll also talk about the new NASCAR championship format with the chase. I got to get playoff out of my head. I keep wanting to say NASCAR plays, but it's not. It's gone. It's done. It's a new era. There is a god. The racing gods are real. We'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll also make our official Chili Bowl picks for 2026. And they're finally rolling cars to the starting grid. Finally. Finally.
Qualifying night A feature event. You're watching the 40th Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink.
God, I just want to see this main event so bad, man. I've been looking forward to it all day. Done with all the fluff, all the extravaganzas of whatever nonsense we had earlier. And now we're going to get into some real action with the name main. Watch more of these onboards. Some of the wheel stands are just insane. I know that's Tanner Carrick. So this has got to be what, 2023 Chili Bowl? Maybe 22. Yeah, that's Tanner Carrick and Hank Davis. Yeah, these onboards are actually sick. Yeah, this gotta be 2022 or 2023 Chili Bowl right here. God, he just ate that berm too. Hopefully this last commercial break before we get rolling tonight, boys. It's kind of crazy how late in the night they start this damn thing. Because, I mean, it's local time there is an hour ahead of where I'm at. So it's, what, 10 or 9, almost 10 there? East Coast, it's almost 11, dude. Jesus. Yeah, good thing Tom probably decided to not fuck with his computer tonight. He decided to go to bed. I don't blame him. Because even if he did stay and watch this, man. Oh no, that's McIntosh. Carrick and McIntosh. This had to be 2023. Because there's Chase Briscoe right there. I don't know who we're on board with at all. There's Golobic. Oh! Cannon McIntosh, Briggs Danner, Shane Golobic, Kyle Larson. That'll be your front four. I just don't know how you're going to unseat Larson and Golobic. Because McIntosh, Danner, they're both going to do something stupid. Or at least one of them. Yeah, that was a good race on Monday a couple years ago, for sure.
We are just about to A-Main preview time here at the Expo.
They're still tilling the damn thing.
Really chewing up the racetrack.
God
Deep
damn.
into that till and coming further down the racetrack than expected from the BR Motorsports Speed Shot. Coverage continues here. The 40th.
That's crazy because that berm is, or that cushion's gonna get moved so far up by the end of this.
Clinton Boyles and Chris Wilner. And
But right now, it's
guys,
just
we've got one more
absolutely
race to
killed.
look ahead to tonight. It's the 30 lap Second Opinion Auto Center qualifying night A main event. We go back to just 1 year ago, and Kyle Larson ends up winning that main event on his way to his third Chili Bowl Nationals championship. He has a nice starting spot for tonight's A main event. I guess question number one right off the bat, did any of us see a repeat coming up here?
Are they done tilling it, or are they gonna continue?
Kyle Larson, right? If we had tricycles lined up out there and said Kyle's in the race, he's probably the favorite to win. So, yeah, starting fourth.
Nope, he's backing the tiller off. We're gonna actually be done with it now.
Like we just
Maybe.
saw, you know, in the race of
Nope, he puts it back in gear. We're tilling it some more, boys. We're getting back after it, boys. We're tilling her down. We're gonna till her up.
When he can make up for it and he can shine, and especially if you get going in the lap traffic situations and just
Oh, he sunk it deep.
layers to these races.
God damn.
Kyle can navigate all that, I think, better than anybody. But Cannon has been, I think, the best car tonight. Cannon and probably Shane too. Those two guys have had just the raw speed that I think you need to have to win these prelim races. So to beat those guys off the inside will be really, really hard. And you can't count out the other guys around them. They obviously can make changes to the cars and get better and find something.
God,
for
he
the
is
laps,
just
but I would say
digging
Cannon,
deep
Kyle,
on that
those
track,
three
man.
guys have to be probably your favorites.
Oh, we're staged them.
Podium last year.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And to your point, too, I think that because they all start in the front two rows, it just makes it that much harder for anybody else to maybe make a big enough run to contend. But I don't know. I think, to your point, I think Kyle Larson is Kyle Larson, and if he's going to find a way and make the adjustments as a driver to make the most out of what he has to win, he'll be the one to do it. But I think on a track like tonight that maybe this is the night that a Shane Golobic or even a Cannon McIntosh, even a Briggs Danner, who I thought probably comes into this race with the most chip on his shoulder after what happened last year, the better handling car may be the one that could come out on top. So
Whatever
certainly I
car's
think you
fast
could
in the last
throw
10
a
laps
name
is
in the
gonna win,
hat,
guys.
or throw all those names in the hat and pick one, and that's a rightful winner. But it's certainly going to make tonight interesting because they're all going to be on top of each other.
Let's remember last year, Golobic led a chunk, not all of the feature, but a chunk of the feature. He led laps 1 through 8 before Cannon got him and led 9 through 23. Golobic gets him back and leads 24 through 29 before the hijinks come in at the end, and Larson leads the final 2 laps, 30 and 31. And I remember Clinton, you diagnosing the racecraft that went into those last couple of laps, where Kyle, starting in behind Shane on a restart, just really had it set up well the way the racetrack was to make those passes and to get past him. So Golobic got to be looking for a different narrative this year in keeping Kyle behind him.
Oh, they just pack him in there too. Like this,
Yeah, and I
the
think some of
garage
racetrack
cam.
here that we've seen thus far
Wild.
tonight compared to maybe what a Monday night's been in the past, where it just gets so slick to a massive curb up high and so technical. And I feel like Monday night we see the track transition from bottom to top, back to bottom, probably more than any other prelim night in past. So you could see that bottom come back into play late, and we talked about how much moisture on the bottom of those straightaways if you can just get to it. So they did do a little work around the bottom of the track, and obviously a lot of tilling around the top here. So it's the same thing. I think those guys, the Larsons, the Golobics, the McIntoshes that race so much throughout the year, they can read those transitions really well and know when to.
We could get this thing rolling or what? We still gonna till this damn track
so
up,
good on
man.
Monday night.
There's going to be twists and turns. We know that Larson had dropped all the way back.
It must be shooting for that
last year in the early
10
going after
o'clock or
starting
night
fourth
start time locally.
rallying up to take the 0.278 second win. Guys, how's it going to play out tonight? We're going to find out in just a little bit. But right now, for all of you guys tuned in here on Flow Racing, it is time to get hyped up for tonight's 30-lap A main event here at the Chili Bowl.
Hey, we got a little bit of promo.
Every January, the cold settles in, but inside a big building in Tulsa, Oklahoma, motorsports.
I don't think I've seen this one yet.
The Chili Bowl Nationals is a melting pot of racing culture. Nearly 400 of the best drivers on the planet, from fathers and sons with a toolbox and a dream to large-scale racing juggernauts, drivers from every discipline, dirt to asphalt, NASCAR to IndyCar, all poured into one clay cauldron.
Fires burning all around. Open your eyes.
Chili Bowl.
Simply put, there's one goal: win the Golden Driller. Agony when the dream ends on lap 1. Danger inches apart at full send. Fun. This is more than a race. It's a damn lifestyle. Drama. Every heat, every transfer, every
Some of these fights are hilarious.
tested, and new ones are forged. Memorable moments aren't planned here. They're created under pressure. The air in here, well, it's thick with dust and destiny.
Dust and destiny.
The Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink.
Oh, man.
Sports melt together, and only one driver rises from the fire.
Are you ready for the Chili Bowl?
That didn't get your.
They're rolling onto the track.
Want to check if you even have a pulse.
Let's go, boys.
Top 2.
All right, get your votes in. I'm closing the poll in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Or sooner.
We'll get you there. And don't forget,
Most likely 5 minutes.
After the conclusion of our main event tonight, the drop of the checkered flag, we will have the Chili's post-race show here at the Chili Bowl featuring Chase Rodman, Wikipedia, and the award-winning Tony Laporta. Well, we need to kick it down. Guys, our pit reporters, we need your picks for tonight's main event. Gentlemen, who you got?
Caleb, I'm going to say tonight, history repeats itself. Give me the driver in the 1K from P4. I'm taking Larson.
Of course.
Very bold, very bold. No, he hasn't looked normal, Kyle Larson, to this point, but that's probably just when you want to take him. So I think Briggs Danner is going to get a vengeance from last year. First of all, I feel bad for these guys having to pick after us because I don't see anybody outside the front 2 rows winning this race.
Yeah, me neither.
Briggs has been so good, fresh off the win on Friday night up in Allentown. Nearly had a win at the Tulsa shootout in stock non-wing. It just feels like it's all culminating between last year to tonight. Give me Briggs.
Give me Shane Golobic starting in P3.
He's going Sugar Shane.
Wood Racing team is. They proved
Nobody's
it
taking Cannon yet.
Saturday night championship event. Got the car on the podium. Looked strong in the race of champions earlier here this evening. So yeah, give me Shane Golobic for the W, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Your picks have been noted. We will be keeping track of how badly you lose all week. So as we move up here into the announce booth, Chris Wilner, Clinton Boyles, would you like to thumb wrestle for the right to pick first, or just go for it?
You can have it.
No, I'm actually okay. I'm going to go with a little bit of a wild card, and I think it's somebody that we haven't talked much about today, but looked really good in both the heat race and the qualifier. I think Justin Peck.
Oh, you
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Have him taken.
I appreciate the lob, but I'm not going to take it.
Wow.
Justin Peck. Going with my Hoosier boy.
Caleb will appreciate this one because I'm not going off the pole either.
Oh, thank you. All right.
I'm going to go inside row number 3, a guy that probably has more laps in this building than most of this feature combined. Yeah. And the guy that's, you know, made a record amount of prelim.
26.
He's been quiet this year. He's been helping his son all year long, and I think that 85 is going to be dialed in. I'm taking Jerry Coons Jr.
Wow, that's a terrible pick.
Look good around this place.
That bottom, he could get that bottom dialed in. I'm telling you guys.
Cool. Well, you left me Cannon McIntosh, and I'll take Cannon McIntosh. No problem. Thanks for the land.
Yeah, you went on a limb on that one.
I was expecting to have to go inside row number 7, and I don't have to, even though.
Caleb, we need it, so go ahead.
He takes the pole center. All right, I'm going to close the poll.
Tied for the win at the shootout, so we
Hopefully, you guys got your poll votes in.
Yeah, that's what we'll end up going with. There's the announcers.
And it was 14 votes, 100% Kyle Larson. Oh, man. That's funny.
Or wherever, if you're even up on the space station watching the broadcast. Who knows? We're glad you're with us here at the Chili Bowl Nationals. May your pick drive to glory. Only 2 spots available here. Otherwise, you're going.
Here's see what the YouTube poll was on that.
Main event if you're one of the unlucky few who opts out early here in the same feature.
Drone shot gives us a great look at how far the rework came down the racetrack. I mean, that's a massive rework. And before they tilled the top side of 3 and 4, I was up at the fence looking while you guys were talking to Aiden Price. And there was still at least a car length and a half for that cushion to go up the racetrack. So still,
God, this drone shot is just sick, man.
Tonight, but that curve
We need more damn drone shots, dude. Petition it.
It's going to play a factor before this is over. We know that for sure. You know, any time that it does curb up, some drivers use it to great advantage. Some drivers, it jumps up and bites them and ends their night prematurely. So, one where
Imagine if Dylan Welsh wins this race. Holy cow.
Darting off into the infield already, guys.
Yeah, I see that Trey Zorn.
Doing some work up at the top of the track there.
Not sure if he's just
back. Just getting to the back of the line.
Just in case that was a slowing and do a stop on it.
That car's still for sale.
It is.
No one must have bought it yet.
And that would be a
stock's going up now that it's in the show.
Let's see it make 30 laps and survive this. Yeah. Because we know these prelim nights can be absolutely brutal. Again, one spot, difference between main events and difference between really giving yourself a chance at the show and not. We were talking about this earlier offline. Clinton, you got a question. When's the last time somebody made the A main event who didn't make the A on their prelim night? And it's all the way back to J.J. Yaley's epic record-setting run.
Yeah.
Other than that, it just doesn't happen if you're not in a C or a B.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so tough. There's so many good cars scattered throughout those, D's, C's, B's and even on into the E's and F's. Like, there's great cars that it's really difficult to pass or, make those runs without just having a lot of lady luck on your side. So these mains are super important. Whether it's 20th or 18th, those 2 spots matter come Saturday night. So that's, you're talking the difference in, 5 cars here or there that you're putting yourself ahead of. So
especially with limited lap time that comes up on Saturday, it's not like we're running.
Alrighty, it looks like we might be going green here soon.
We could justify it, but we're not. So 2 by 2, they
got them doubled up.
Rack up, and get ready to go. And they are showing them the signal coming down the front street.
1 to go.
Lights are off.
All right, boys.
Flag the next time by.
We're gonna be racing. Monday preliminary night, A main event.
Tickets to Saturday night's feature event. We're going to slot them in from either lock-ins all the way down to Saturday E-mains. Kyle Larson won it a year ago. He'll start outside of the second
Pace
row.
truck is off the track.
Two of the best cars all night long, Cannon McIntosh and Briggs Danner. Through turns,
Here we go.
Second opinion auto.
Who's going to fuck up first, Danner or McIntosh? McIntosh to an early lead.
Exactly the start Cannon McIntosh was look live off the top before. Yes, he does. Podium spot for Larson as he sits third.
Danner P2. Those are your two lock-ins so far. Larson and Golobic side by side for P3. Larson with a wheel stand. Golobic still working the bottom. Larson working the top, trying to circle the wagons. Larson's going to get by. Larson into third.
Got off the low side of the racetrack. Him and Peck with a little lines change. They'll settle back.
Oh, he just shut the door on Boxel. Larson around the top. He's by Briggs Danner now.
Larson has got P2 now, driving around the outside of Briggs Danner.
Well, all he's got to do is get to McIntosh. Golobic to the inside of Danner.
It's a part where being the leader kind of puts you at a disadvantage because you're not as anxious to switching around lines until you absolutely have to. Larson can experiment a little bit. You can see the big old head of steam that he is making through the center of the corner, but he loses a little on corner.
Larson has just got all the speed in the world. McIntosh staying on the bottom. And Larson's going to take the lead here on lap with 21 laps to go. McIntosh is now finally going to the top. Dude, Larson's kicking their ass. And he didn't even have a good car really all day. I mean, good, but not great. They're going through some deep lap traffic right now. God, they are in deep lap traffic. God, they've lapped like half the field already. McIntosh threw a bomb. It didn't work. Now he gave up the top. Now here comes Danner circling the wagons. Oh, he's trying to get underneath Larson. McIntosh has found something here on the bottom. He's side by side with Larson. Lap traffic in front, though. He's going to have to go back to the top. We're past halfway point. Larson in absolute deep hornet's nest of lap traffic. He shoots to the bottom, tries to pull a slider. Oh, he has to lift. He's going to... Oh, he makes contact. Oh, no! Put him in the back. Put him in the back. He just wrecked his ass. Berryhill gets collected.
Turned around. Berryhill gets collected. Our first caution flag past the halfway point. 13 laps to go. Lap traffic.
They are going to put Larson in the back, though.
Weldon was kind of in no man's land entering that.
They have to have Larson in the A, man.
Sure, we'll get a K1 race gear instant replay, and you'll get a second look at it. And Larson, what are you going to do? You can't yard on the binders at that point.
Got a run on him and went to go low because Weldon had been running the top, and then Weldon kind of halfway lane change there, and Kyle went to move back to the top, and around he went.
Now, this race has flown by.
One more time, and
you can see Larson's on the brakes. That left front locks up, and just too much speed in there. Weldon kind of hung out in the middle of nowhere.
So Gage Weldon will go to the center. It's a tough end to the run for Weldon if he chooses to not continue.
Yeah, I don't know why he parked in the infield. And they're not going to get him going.
Has led since lap number 10. We're 17 down. We're 13 to go. That gets him out of the traffic that had bugabooed him. You know, as he had gotten by Cannon, he opened it up a little bit at first, but as soon as a car got into the outside lane,
Larson's gonna win. I mean, it's already, the script is written. He's kicking their ass. But who's gonna get the second spot? Is it gonna be Tanner, McIntosh, Golobic?
If you're Cannon McIntosh, what do you do? How do you adjust?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to stay patient here. With 13 laps to go, you're telling yourself, okay, we're probably going to get back to lap traffic with a handful of laps left. So you don't want to force the issue too early. If Kyle doesn't get a good restart here, maybe you throw a bomb in 1 and 2, but you got to be really careful with Tanner behind you. If you get too aggressive or you move around too much, that's
Then you throw away your transfer.
And you're in that second and final lock-in spot. So you don't want to, you know, put yourself in a bad position to get attacked as you're trying to make a move on Kyle.
At the same time, the difference between second and first is as many as 9 spots on Saturday night, depending on how the pole shuffle draws out and races out, right? So if you could pass all those guys and put them in your rear view mirror by virtue of a pill draw, you want to take that shot where available.
Absolutely. I mean, I picture, man, more than likely Kyle's going to fire on the top side of the racetrack here, coming out of 3 and 4, and if you're Cannon, I just don't know how you generate a run down into turns 1 and 2 to slide them. There's still so much, you know, entry speed in the corner on the top that it's going to be hard to generate a big run to slide one of these guys and make a big move.
It's part of where the racecraft of Larson comes into play, because we.
Yeah, I don't understand why it takes so long to do these pace laps, man.
And thinking it out. It's rare that we've seen him get beat on starts and restarts, but it has happened. Remember, Buddy Kofoid.
Cameron Key got up to 6th.
Preliminary night. Clinton, you had said it. Kyle's just in a bad spot here in the restart, and all Buddy has to do is X, Y, and Z to get by him. He did exactly that.
You don't have to follow your leader here at the Expo Raceway. You can go different routes. And that's why I don't see Kyle firing off the bottom, because then Cannon can go to the top and create that run in turn 1. And so if Kyle does go high, then, you know, he opens himself up to getting slid by that run off the top. So, yeah, I really think Kyle's going to fire off the top of the racetrack here, and I can honestly see him, you know, halfway sliding himself into turns 1 and 2, because the top of 1 starting.
That would be an aggressive move.
Super forgiving right there with all the moisture they're rolling through, to where you can land in that on your slide job to protect yourself and create a run down the backstretch.
We also haven't seen that slider line be good yet.
I think we're going to go green right now.
So much traffic down at the bottom.
Yep, Larson got an early jump.
Early fire by Kyle, and Cannon's not a good spot right here.
Danner, big bomb! And gets by McIntosh. Danner up to P2. McIntosh gonna throw a bomb back. Oh, crossover for Danner. Nope, McIntosh up to P2 again. Danner, oh, he shut the door on Danner.
That's a nice punch, counter punch there by McIntosh as they're coming after him for
Oh, Golobic.
After the second spot.
Caution flags out.
Looking for where they're moving, and I can't see.
They're headed towards turn 2.
Heck got back by Key.
If there's debris.
Oh, debris on the center of the front stretch. It's
side panel.
Yeah.
Like your side visor, almost, right?
Some piece of carbon from someone's car. So Cannon really lucky to be scored in second there that last time by.
We're over halfway. Larson, McIntosh.
Larson got a hell of a jump on that last restart.
Key, Boxel, Carrick, Hoffman.
Yeah. If you're Cannon right here, Kyle's not going to do anything different. It's that early start lets him build up as much speed as he can into 1 and 2. You can't turn down the hill. I mean, turning across that slick is just no man's land. Cannon, I really don't think Cannon will make that same mistake twice.
They should get back to traffic before this is over, by the way, guys. All 24 cars are still running.
Yeah.
With the bulk of them on the.
That's really the only chance Cannon has lap traffic.
19th place.
Yeah, he didn't launch good again. He protected the bottom this time, so Danner couldn't throw a bomb. Danner, big run on the top. He's back to the top. Danner's going to throw a bomb. Big bomb. He's going to take P2. And Carrick is, or Golobic has had nothing.
They all run the top side, top 5 now, all over the top side of this racetrack. Tanner Carrick deeper in this field.
Brick Stander's not letting Larson get away.
Not letting Larson get too far away, although little jump the cushion there in 1 and 2. We'll go to the top
McIntosh. Oh, nothing on the bottom there.
All up top now. Everybody is migrated to the top here. With 8 laps to go, we'll see if it transitions back and the low side redevelops.
8 to go. Larson's got about a 5-car length lead over Danner. Danner's opening over McIntosh. He's closing to Larson. Danner's not out of this yet.
Danner keeping Kyle in striking distance as
He
time
almost
ticks
drives
away.
over the cushion there, Clint, on the exit at 2. Tries to get the run off the corner. It worked for him the last time as they
Danner's closing.
start to approach lap traffic. You're right, Caleb. With 6 laps to go, they may get there here in about 2 laps.
Is this track conducive?
Danner's there.
Danner is getting close. Can he go all the way to the bottom, come up and surprise Kyle Larson?
Here comes Danner.
Fresh off a win on the East Coast on Saturday night, flew in late yesterday, and Danner pacing him with 4 to go.
Danner is there.
He's there. 4 to go. They're into lap traffic now. Danner's not going to have a chance to bomb. He's got to bomb now. Oh, Larson messed up a little bit. Danner had to brake. It's over. There's nowhere for Danner to make a move.
Once Kyle got to traffic, I think he started feeling safer and quit running the top like he had. As we're going to come to 1 to go, I think he knows he's protected from the slider. He's just got to get past one more lapper coming down the back straightaway.
Back straightaway for the final time. Larson high, bricks Danner low. He'll try to show the nose, can't get there.
Larson wins. Danner locks in. McIntosh rounds out your podium. Wow. Oh, 14 of you guys aren't idiots. You guys picked it. They all picked it.
And he'll have another shot to go for driller number 4.
So, Clinton, we're going to have a lot of time to dissect this. They'll have a ton of time to look at this in the Chili's post-race show coming up.
Wow.
Chase and
Danner just never had a chance to throw a bomb at the end because of the lap traffic.
changed the way he was running the cushion.
Yeah, he moved down off the cushion.
Underneath him for a couple of laps there, he had driven that thing so straight in and rotated the car. As soon as he got somebody down to his low side, changes his line just enough to rotate earlier in the corner and keeping Briggs off him to make any kind of move.
Yeah, you just once you get those guys to the inside, you know that slider line's protected, because if someone's going to slide you, they got to go all the way from the bottom and grab a little bit of moisture to shoot across, and it just wasn't going to be an option with cars down there. So once Kyle got to lap traffic, he could slow his pace up, just make sure he didn't get tight, and knew he wasn't going to get bombed on entry.
What a race day, man. What a fun day of racing.
Go to the house. We will turn things over to the award-winning Tony Laporta for Victory Lane here on Second Opinion Auto Center night.
For the second year in a row, here on Second Opinion Auto Center qualifying night, he goes back-to-back in Monday night prelim feature victories, and it's his 9th prelim feature win here inside the SageNet Center. Tulsa, Oklahoma, here he is, your winner, Kyle Larson!
Long money.
So, just like last year, 4th to 1st, but this race felt very, very different. You catch lap traffic, and then on lap 17, the yellow flag comes out. In that moment, you got Shane Golobic, you got Briggs Danner, you got Mr. Monday, Cannon McIntosh right behind you. What's the game plan when that race stops for the first time?
Well, I mean, starting from the beginning, I just, starting 4th, you get kind of having to commit to the top, and which is not a bad place to be because you can get it cleaned off, but I knew I just had to keep Shane from clearing up in front of me, because I knew he was, had the same idea as me. Like, if he could just get in front of me, he'd get ringing the top and probably get to the lead. So it was really important to stay in front of him, and then, was able, I think Briggs missed the bottom there. I got around him, and then Cannon was kind of late to get to the top, and
Also missed the bottom, and yeah, I just kind of fell in my lap. And then from there, I felt really good. It was, doing a good job, and my car felt good, and making decent decisions in traffic. And then one lapper tried to rip back around me, and then lane changed into 3, and I tagged him, and it kind of calmed the race down. And then yeah, I felt good on the restarts. It was just starting to get slick below the curb there. And then you're sliding to it more, and I wasn't quite ready to start ramping the wall yet. And then yeah, I know Briggs was getting close to me there, but just trying to play it as safe as I could and not make big mistakes and back my pace down. So yeah, just executed on the prelim night once again. So good to be back in position for Saturday.
You talk about being married to the top. You're one of the smartest guys in this building. I saw you down there outside of turn 3 watching track prep. Is that a conscious setup decision and knowing I think it's going to be good around the top, so we got to make it work?
No, the top was good. The bottom just was nothing.
I think just enough experience in here, and then obviously watching the Race of Champions back and just seeing how quick they moved to the top. I felt like you were gonna. I was actually just surprised that the guys in front of me didn't move up sooner. So. Yeah, it worked out, and like I said, I think just the experience of laps in here over the years, and being up in the front couple rows, really helps. They're pretty consistent with their track prep, even though it's ledging up pretty early, but it's a nice consistent ledge, so it was fun to run there. And yeah, just hats off to the track crew. Thanks for all the fans that came out and enjoyed a good show, and yeah, we'll head back home tomorrow, study up, watch on flow, and thanks to HendrickCars.com, Roto-Rooter, everybody who's involved in our 1K team. We have a lot of supporters that just get to have fun for a few nights a year in the midget. So I'm happy to get them in victory lane, and it was a lot of work tonight too. So yeah, thanks to Paul and Trevor for working really hard, coming here with a completely different setup, and getting it to a place where I feel like we're okay. So I know they'll go to work on it some more and get us even better.
You talk about all your experience in this building. Saturday's a long ways away, and a lot can happen on that day alone. But it's your second straight trip from 4th to 1st on your Monday night prelim. It's your 9th prelim win in this building. So what does that mean for you when you get to Saturday night? How confident are you? I know we're a ways away, but how good do you feel already?
Well, yeah, it's definitely a ways away, and I think all your all the guys that I'm racing against for the driller, are on big teams, and aside from I guess Bell, but they're all big teams, so they're building their notebooks throughout the week, and I think that's probably important for those teams, but I think we can just get a good draw for that, pole shuffle qualifying thing, like we did last year, and put ourselves in the front, row or second row. We'll have a good shot.
It just feels like it's like last year all over again. Like the script is written, man. It's gonna be Larson again, back to back.
Technicality of the race, and hopefully I can edge everybody out.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 9th time here inside the SageNet Center, your prelim winner is Kyle Larson.
Here with a very dejected Ken McIntosh rounding out the podium. You were not happy when you got out of that cockpit. Obviously, you know what's at stake here, second or better during these qualifying nights. Did possibly the setup go away here in this Mobile 171K?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we were kind of set up to do both, depending on where the track went. And, yeah, just stayed on the bottom too long. It was like couldn't hear anybody, and then it was just like he was by me. It was just that quick. Just frustrating for sure. Not that I don't know that we would have won it if I got up, early enough or not, but I just really didn't need that yellow. I felt like, I was pacing Larson there once he got into traffic, and heck, we got side by side a couple times, and we were side by side when the yellow came out, and it just sucks, man. I feel like we were going to be able to race for it there and probably lock in, but it's part of racing having yellows. So yeah, just didn't get great restarts, and Kyle went really early. Just hard to know where to go, whether you follow him to the top or go to the bottom. It just seemed like if you're in third, you're going to do the opposite of what I do either way. I just try to run the bottom there on the restart to protect. It slid me the one before that, and so it just, anything I do, he's going to do the opposite, and just, yeah, I think we just got a little tight there at the end and just started to float the nose
cannon,
too much
man.
with how big the cushion got, and just,
He never can
You know,
figure
I
this
think
shit
we did a
out,
good
dude.
job, and it just sucks not locking in, but we got to put our heads down and just figure out where we can be better. But just big thanks to Mobile One, Toyota, this whole KKM crew for getting me here, and thank the Lord above for putting me in this position.
Second question, final question. People are going to be talking about the timing of these restarts. Do they tell you guys in a driver's meeting where you can and cannot go on these restarts?
Yeah, I don't think they're very specific about it. So that's where it's hard. You know, you're the leader. You're going to want to throw the guy off in second, and that's what Kyle did. And you just going really early. He can time it just right to where he hits the cushion. It's hard being in second there to do that. So, yeah, just, hats off to his guys. And he obviously had a good piece there and ripped by us. And I wish we could have been a little better to race him back there on restarts. But unfortunately, we didn't get that opportunity. And, yeah, we'll be better come Saturday. And definitely hard to win from the B main. If you don't lock in, it's hard to. There's a lot of good guys in front of you that you got to pass. So, hopefully we win the B main and put ourselves as far forward as we can get.
Ken and McIntosh rounding out the podium for the first qualifying night here at the Chili Bowl, powered by NOS Energy Drink. Chris Moore, you caught up with a very
he knows he lost the Chili Bowl.
Very happy crew at the Alex Bowman Racing Camp Briggs. You get to second. Made a couple mistakes over there in 1 and 2 on the cushion, but then you roped in Kyle Larson. Number one, how good does that feel? Number two, why not at least give it one go at a slider to try and win this thing?
Yeah, definitely feels good. Big shout out to Alex, Mickey, John, CJ, everybody that's made this whole deal possible for us. The car was so good, and after last year, I've probably thought about that prelim feature every day since last year. So I just knew I couldn't make that mistake again, and to track down Kyle is a feat in itself for sure. I felt really good. I didn't even really feel like I was pushing super hard to do it after I got by Kanan there. Just knew I had to keep my head on my shoulders. And
Well, Larson definitely backed the pace up a little bit. He was playing protect with the lap traffic.
To lock into Saturday makes the whole rest of the week a lot easier, and still gives us a good shot to run good.
A couple years ago, you finished third on your prelim night, ended up making the A main. How much different do you feel now? How much more confident are you that you're not just a car that's in the A main, but a car that can contend on Saturday?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. We're going to have that much better of a starting spot come Saturday, and that makes a big difference too. So, yeah, just I feel a lot better all around. Just not as nervous, not as worked up heading into the feature. So I think that kind of kept my head on my shoulders tonight. And like I said, running second is a lot better than being upside down like we were last year.
Long way from running modifieds on Saturday nights at Grandview, my friend. Good job.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. Briggs Danner, how about it? A runner-up finish for the Allentown, PA native, guys.
All right.
Well, that'll do it.
Chris Moore, thank you. Race recap now.
Do a race
Flow
recap.
Racing, and started out Cannon McIntosh in early control. Here on the start,
Yeah, Shane Golobic never really had anything. We never saw a Peck or Key even really make any moves. It was kind of straightforward race.
Kyle Larson, they'd be your primary characters.
And McIntosh definitely stayed on the bottom too soon. And then just got absolutely gamed on those restarts. There's just nothing he could do.
All before they started to get to lap traffic.
Into lap traffic they go, and up and around the outside, it was Larson really finding his rhythm until he gets up to McIntosh, drives around him again. That was lap number 10. As you'll watch Larson, and then the racecraft starts to play a major factor with multiple restarts in traffic.
You can see McIntosh have the lift right there, big time.
Just, manipulating the race to where he was never put in a position to get attacked. To see the contact there with the lap car, and from then on out is pretty much just Kyle in charge. The battle for a second heated up here with Cannon and Briggs, and both of them did a great job to race each other, but not necessarily take each other out or open the battle up behind them to Shane Golobic.
Danner making the important move there, as that was the difference between a lock-in on Saturday night and having to work his way through a B feature and, as good as an 11th.
That's it. All right, guys. That was a fun time. Be back tomorrow for the podcast. Make sure you guys tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be doing the podcast. We're talking about giving you our Chili Bowl picks, official picks for 2026, as well as an IMSA season preview and a NASCAR chase for the Cup. Format explained. We'll do all that with you guys here tomorrow. And then afterward, we'll do our second day of prelim streaming here. Start a little bit later than we normally would. Let me mute this so we can not have that be heard. And then we'll do another Chili Bowl Tuesday prelim night edition watch party here on the channel again tomorrow night. So tune in for that. If you guys want to follow us and stay up to date with everything happening on the channel, make sure you guys go follow us on all of our social medias. All those are on the screen for you above, as well as there is links in the description below for you guys to go follow. Go show us some support over there and stay up to date with everything happening on the Digga Boys YouTube channel. Also, link below to our Discord channel, the best racing community on the internet, the best source of news, drama, rumor, memes, whatever it may be, with all motorsports from around the world. It's all in one place for you right here on our Discord. Come join our Discord. Come post your own stuff in there as well. We love when you guys do that. We interact with you guys in there every day. And come join the best racing community on the internet. Also, a link below to our merch store. Go buy you some swag, some Digga Boys swag. Get swagged out. Get a bumper sticker. Get a coffee mug. Get yourself a beanie. Get a hat. Get a t-shirt. There's all kinds of awesome swag in there. Digga Boys merch. All those proceeds help us make bigger and better content for you guys here on YouTube. And also thanks to everybody that tuned in on Kick. We're also streaming over there as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining me here on this awesome Monday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Chili Bowl Nationals Monday night prelim. We'll be back again tomorrow, and we're going to do it all over again. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of your evening.